When the humble viewer graced to stream along with crazy of grizzled bees, along came this song. From when the red bear fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of bullshit at his word did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my IP and they kicked in my teeth, while the deaf man's horns gave us mighty creeps, and so cried the twitcher, he can be bleed. Toss a coin to your twitcher, all that in live stream, all that in live stream. Toss a coin to your twitcher, big up the community. At the edge of your jewel, fight the mighty horde that bashes and breaks you, plays adverts for naught. He thrust every law far back on the floor, got banned from his show, but came back for more. He got wild as a pest, copyright protest. He loves his community, so give him the rest. Tale, our champion prevailed, defeated the dapper man, now born into nail. Toss a coin to your Twitcher, all that in your live stream, all that in your live stream. Toss a coin to your Twitcher, pick up the community.
This is a story about an ordinary teddy bear. When he was made, they found something wrong with him and threw him away like a piece of rubbish into an old dark storeroom. Then, from outer space, a spotty man brought him to life with his cosmic dust. He took him to a magic cloud where Mother Nature gave him special powers. That bear became Super Ted.
Nothing witty, nothing clever, nothing really special to say other than, you know, we out here. Yes, yes, true indeed. You know what it is. It is that we out here. Let's start with one of these horrible beers that don't fizz. Cheers to your very good health. Yes, lovely. Well, I was about to say words again, and then, well, no, I was about to drink, and then I thought, you know what, I'll say words like we out here, and now I've just spilled this horrible beer on my leg. Great. Yep. Gross. Gross. Oh, I don't know why I do these things to myself. Well, because it's in my fridge now, so I've got to drink it. Anyway, foolish mortals, If I recall correctly, it did say that it would remind us as to where we were up to, so fingers crossed it fucking does. It's really quiet. It's really quiet. We need to... You come back up here. I think the sound effects were the issue, weren't they? Should we do a couple of them anyway and we'll just fucking deal with it? Continue. Yeah, wait. Look, manual save. I presume that's where we're up to. Have you got a time frame on when the hell that was? Oh god, I don't know what's going on. Let's just assume I was right, but... Oh. Trying to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor, Murphy McCallan followed the advice of a witch doctor and freed the ghost of Belmore Manor with a summoning spell. But in doing so, the witch doctor's lower revealed itself to be a malevolent spirit. Right, yes. And the ghost bride, who once threw Murphy from a balcony of Belmore Manor, has now dragged him into the witch doctor's spirit pool. Seemingly locked inside Belmore Manor, Murphy will have to discover why he was brought here. Right, yes, I did wonder why the fuck I was here. I guess... Do we get to see them, like, alive now? Can we just leave?
I'm sure I left this door unlocked.
I'm sure of a lot of things. What I'm not sure about is what the where is the everything button. It's pressed. Just press it the once.
It was a pair of decorated wooden doors.
Okay, cool. Is it open now? That'd be nice. Ghost!
Who wonders to this ghostly trick? The prey that prays it will be quick. Do not blame that final try. For once he...
What happened to her?
Oh,
I can
shit!
tell you all that I know.
No.
Hi.
No. Skipping on, reloading. You know what? Oh, an F4. Sorry. that was a shit show. I decided that the audio was probably best left alone, except for the music, because the music did need to be higher. Like now, for example. Even though it is still weak as piss. Oh shit, they can go back down one. Wait. Have we even seen any dynamic fucking hints? I don't know. Okay.
Who wonders to this ghostly trick? The prey that prays it will be quick. Do not blame that final try.
Are you a maid?
For
Why are
once
you
he's
fucking
in,
rapping?
He's sure to die.
Another ghost. Oh, this can't be good.
Welcome back to Belmore Manor, Mr. McCallan. My name is Cordelia Lockett. I do hope I haven't scared you.
To be honest,
your voice
I've
is a
had
bit
my
weird,
fill of
but-
ghosts for today. Perhaps I should be running along.
I'm afraid you'll need to come with me. There is someone you need to meet.
Who?
Miss Belmore.
You know, I don't think that would be such a great idea. We met twice already this evening, and I don't think she's taken much of a liking to me. What with throwing me off a balcony and pulling me into a spirit pool. Attempt to kill me once? Shame on you. Attempt to kill me twice? Shame on me, you know? I'll just go. It'll be like I was never here.
It's too late for that, Mr. McCallan. I really must insist.
What have I gotten myself into?
Miss Belmore, Mr. McCallan is here to see you.
I don't see anyone.
Fuck's sake.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Belmore. I wasn't trying to steal from you. I didn't know anybody was still here. And then I've gotten deeper into things than I expected, and... Miss Belmore? Why isn't she saying anything? Why is she crying?
This is all terribly exciting, isn't it? I'm afraid
Exciting
there's
is a word
much
you could
more to
use.
this
Not
than
sure I
you
would.
realize, Mr. McCallan.
Can she even hear me?
I don't think so, but keep trying to
That's
talk
not to
to
say
her
I mean the
anyway.
opposite, just more
What
sort of
happened to her?
I can tell you all
confusing.
that I know,
Spooky.
if you're brave enough to hear it.
I hope I am.
Story time.
I was there on that night, all those years ago. And And it wasn't Miss Belmore who was to blame. The
It
morning
was
of the wedding,
Teddy
Mr.
Long
Rackham left a gift on
for
Miss
saying
Belmore's
she would go
dresser.
one-on-one with the Undertaker.
A small leather pouch with strange beads and strange markings. I shouldn't have been looking, but I saw her open it. It was black magic. Everyone had heard the rumours about Mr. Rackham, but I saw it with my own eyes. Miss Belmore panicked. She threw the pouch into her music box, slammed down the lid to lock it, and threw the brooch into the fireplace. But it was too late. She was losing herself. I could see it in her eyes. Minutes later, she asked me to bring her fiancé to her room. It's bad luck to see the groom before the ceremony. She told him she didn't love him, but I don't think it was her speaking. He begged, he pleaded, his heart broke in two. He was devastated. I saw him head up the staircase to the balcony
It's a weird
overlooking
fucking
the
staircase.
garden. But oh dear, I didn't know what he was going to do. That evening, her wedding to that evil Mr. Rackham began, but it didn't go the way he had planned. Just before Miss Belmore's lips formed the words, "I do," I could see the forces battling inside her. The real love within her resisting the forged compulsion of Mr. Rackham's curse, staring into eyes that were not those.
This is like
of
the
her
story
true
that comes
love.
before a ride at
And
Alton
that
Towers.
battle of good and evil
I'd ride the shit out of that.
exploded. Just like that, everyone in the house was gone, trapping us as ghosts to remain here forever.
That's the chat box.
For more than 30 years she's been like this, her mind trapped in an eternal battle between the true love in her heart and the evil magic trying to control her. More than 30 years of never-ending heartbreak. And while Miss Belmore is trapped in torment, do you realise what you've done? You've summoned all the ghosts in the house, including Mr. Rackham, that manipulator, that occultist, that devil, the cause of Miss Belmore's suffering. He's once again free to pursue his evil deeds because you released him.
Okay.
If Abigail is under a spell, how
Go
was
through
she
all of it,
able
I
to
guess.
attempt to kill me twice?
Well, it's never happened before. Maybe she's losing the fight against Mr. Rackham's curse, and the evil inside her is growing more powerful. Oh dear, it's almost too terrible to think about, isn't it?
Why is Rackham doing all this? What does he
Hello,
want?
Cully.
He's after the same thing you are, the Belmore treasure. But he's willing to do a lot more to get it, and he doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. I'd say he's a lot more committed than you are.
I have to do something. How can we stop him?
It's
I'm
cold.
afraid I don't rightly know.
I don't know why I
But
took my
Miss
hoodie off,
Belmore
to be honest.
might. She managed to break out of the spell once, just at the moment of the explosion, when Mr. Rackham tried to carry out the wedding. Perhaps if you take her back to that moment, she might be able to break out of it again. To do that, you'll need to create a love antidote to Mr. Rackham's curse.
How can I create a love antidote?
Look in the mirror. In this reflection, she's as happy as she was on the morning of her wedding. And look, there in front of her, 4 wedding mementos and the echoed music of the wedding march. Each
Right.
one a touchstone
Is that a
of
piece of cake?
final happy time.
And
If
a
you could
napkin
gather
and a
those
ring
5
and a
things,
tune.
perhaps we might bring her back to the moment she escaped the spell, even if just for a moment. There's something else you should know. Mrs. Craddock, the housekeeper, has announced that all wedding preparations are to resume upon the orders of Mr. Rackham. He plans to repeat the wedding tonight. You don't have long.
But what if I break her out of the spell and she is evil now?
I think you'll just have to take that risk.
Maybe I should go. Try to find someone who knows more about this.
Oh, don't you know? You're just as trapped within this house as any of us ghosts. Try the windows, try the doors. We all have 1,000 times. But it's no use. If you want to escape, she's your
Excuse me.
only hope.
That can't be true.
Not bad.
I haven't died.
I've taken
Trapped here
painkillers
forever like
constantly
In
because,
moonlight's
yep,
glow,
back is still
a
fucked.
spectral cell and whispers of an eerie spell. No one hears his silent shout.
Routes
For
today
once
were
he's
pretty
in,
easy.
He can't get out.
Though on my second one, I did fucking miss like 2 turnings. I was having a shock.
No amount of
I
force
only
or
had 6
technique
drops.
or desperate
I tried to
longing would
optimise
open
the
the
route
door.
though, because
Celia was
one of
right.
them was all the way in
I
West
was
Kirby,
trapped.
then straight back to Wallasey. I was like,
As
no.
I looked around at the house that held me, I felt both dead and alive at the same time.
So I went completely out of
Both
sequence.
awake
But
and in
like
a
I said,
dream.
missed a couple of turnings.
Or a nightmare.
Which was annoying. Which means, because I left early on that route as well, it did ultimately mean that my first delivery was late. But not by much, like 15 minutes, nothing fucking major. And then, you know, pub's pub.
The only
Same old,
way I
same
could
old.
possibly free myself was to gather the 5 items to awaken the ghost bride.
Sorry, 5.
Perhaps giving her a third and final opportunity to kill me. No amount of force is going to open the door. I was definitely trapped here.
I can go in.
Hold
Oh,
it
God!
right there. The dance is about to begin. I shall deal with you afterwards.
This looks like chess. Juliet, promenade, carousel. Juliet. Oh, okay. It's just going to go in order.
The skill, the movement, the passion. It certainly gets the blood pumping. Now then.
I'll tell you what,
do
though,
you have
MC,
an
I didn't
invitation?
actually...
An
Well,
invitation?
hang on, no, wait,
To
before I
the
get to what
waltz.
I
This
didn't do
celebration
on
is
Saturday,
only for
where the
wedding
fuck did you
guests.
go on
We
Saturday?
have all manner of help
I assumed you'd
running
stepped
around
out
the
for
house who
10 100
certainly
and
aren't
toast.
invited to the
And tea and toast,
festivities.
rather. But
Imagine
then you
the
just never
smell.
came back.
If you want to come in, you'll need to retrieve it. Rules are rules, and it's my job to enforce them. I am Mrs. Elaine Craddock, housekeeper of Belmore Manor. Who are you, anyway?
Murphy McCallan. I'm just a visitor.
Evidently.
Right, what the flipping flip is going on here?
The centerpiece of the dance floor was an elaborate wedding cake, sitting on a wheeled cart and towering over the dancers around it.
Yeah, but I need some.
The wedding cake was tempting, but I wasn't getting past the housekeeper without her approval.
Well, how do I get that then?
The lady stood there with a face like a dribbling teapot. She exuded all the warmth of a cup of English tea that had been left out for a week.
Delicious.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Oh, are you
You
still
know what?
here?
I figured you'd fallen asleep. Cold tea and presumably still a stream on. Oh, wait, no, because I don't tend to fucking raid, so you wouldn't have ended up anywhere. Probably just a stream has ended screen, I imagine.
You need to stop the wedding.
I shall do no such thing. The preparations have begun on the order of Mr. Rackham himself, and I shall see to it personally that his wishes are carried out.
But he wasn't the original groom. He's an imposter.
Another word like that, and I
It was
shall
quite,
have you
it was quite
escorted
funny,
out
that
of the
stream,
house.
ultimately.
Good luck trying. I seem to be rather supernaturally stuck.
I went through it as a
Mr.
dude a
Rackham
few
is
more
a
times.
fine
Ultimately
man.
did pull
Motivated,
the goth baddie,
determined, ambitious,
who I've
rich,
since been
and
told
roguishly
was
dejected.
in...
Precisely the type of person a well-to-do
Bridgerton?
debutante like Miss
Is that it?
Belmore should be
Bridgerton with
marrying.
a back
Not if
shout.
she doesn't love him.
So that's cool.
Love is not important amongst families of
Did I
blue
finish the
blood.
game? Yeah,
What
like
matters is
5
lineage,
times. It's
inheritance,
not a
and
long game.
continuity. That last-minute change of heart she had last time was the best decision she ever made. She'll be far better off with Mr. Rackham than she would be with a sailor.
She sputtered the word with such disgust I half expected her to scrub herself clean afterwards.
I mean, really.
Yeah,
what
got
was
a
he
perfect
going
score.
To do for her? Fetch her a fish
did I get a perfect
supper,
score?
clear the decks, and
With the
sing
goth
the
body?
sailor's hornpipe?
I don't
Do
remember.
you get a funny feeling when your wealth keeps on depleting? You should never marry
We kissed her
sailors when
anyway,
your
and I
funds
assumed
run
that
low.
after the kiss we'd get another date, but then we didn't. The game ended. So we just did it a few more times, and I aimed to get perfect scores with 2 others and then choose one. But I misread what I was reading on my... Or no, I just missed the prompt, I think, because I was going off a guide at that point, and fucked it up with the smart school chick, and accidentally ended up having to have a perfect run with that horrible fucking thing from the second person that we met. You know, that fucking awful, awful woman. But then, at the end, it turned out she had her reasons. So, you know, redemption arc. But then she went back to being a cunt. So I was like, what was the point in that?
There are some who think Rackham has duplicitous intentions.
If you've got no idea what we're talking about
monster.
out there on
Mr.
YouTube, check out the
Is
Gracious Bears
exactly what
YouTube
is
channel,
needed to
which
get
I'm
this
assuming you're probably
household
watching
back
this
on
on.
the
So,
straight
you know,
and
just go
narrow.
back in the
What do you
videos and
mean?
watch my
I don't
stream
like
of
to
10
speak
dates
ill
from
of the
Valentine's
dead.
Day.
Especially now that you're one of them?
Indeed. But I'm afraid that the Belmore brothers were becoming increasingly
I think I'll play a bit
unusual
more
before
during the
their
24-hour stream.
disappearances. Their interests veered away from the economic
God, I'm a
and
Berkeley
turned
boy.
towards the esoteric. And now look where we are.
You think the Belmore brothers caused you all to be trapped in the house?
Perhaps
the sound
not
of someone getting
directly,
home.
But their decisions certainly led
Yeah,
to
man,
it.
you
To
like.
find
I
out
was
the
like, well,
Belmore
how are we going to
brothers
guess
were
without
inviting
Cully now?
sinners into this house when I gave this household the best years of my life.
And the best years of your afterlife now.
I am a servant to serving, but even I have
By the way, it was a
limits.
good time, and Mike was throwing out gift subs willy-nilly.
How long have you worked at Belmore Manor?
I've been here since the final thinning
Mike
finished
was
off
clearly
the
leathered.
cupola. Before even the Belmores themselves moved in, I was getting this house ready for them. It is a position I was bred for. I may not have blue blood, but I should think it's at least a shade of plum. I spent 17 years at some of the most prestigious all-girls schools, you see, followed by training in Blenheim Palace for 3 years, and subsequent
Yes.
coveted positions with
Well,
some of the
3.
finest
He threw out
families in
3.
England.
Well, I'm glad you managed to escape all
think.
that and come here.
I
You
can
got one.
quote you Mrs. Beaton's book of household management
Tess got
in
one,
my
I think.
sleep.
It was an interesting offer, but I couldn't think of any situation
Harriet
where
get
I'd
one?
need that, short
Was
of
Harriet
terminal
there?
insomnia.
Drinky, drinky. Don't remember.
You must know Belmore Manor quite well.
Like the back of my
34 days.
hand.
I need to
Built
set up
between
that fucking page.
1885
I've got to
and
do it. I need to do it
1888
tomorrow.
In a mixture of antebellum and Victorian styles, and designed by
What'd you
the
get? You
Belmore
got a
brothers
gift sub.
themselves.
Hence why you've got
Until,
a bear
of
head
course,
next to your name
they
again.
disappeared
Because
after
the
living
last
here
one ran
only
out.
a year.
Why did they decide to build it on Devil's Rock?
Well, the island is exceptionally well placed for trade between the United States, Europe, and the Caribbean. When the
I'm not
Belmore
listening
brothers
to
were
a
looking
fucking
to
word of
relocate,
this.
it was Mr. Rackham who recommended Devil's Rock. It's just a pity about the name.
You speak very highly of Mr. Rackham.
The Belmore brothers may have had expertise in exploration, innovation, and public relations, but it was Mr. Rackham that pulled those 3 threads together into the
What a
beautiful
bizarre notion.
business tapestry that benefits us all.
Do you know anything about the treasure of Belmore Manor?
The stuff of whimsy. The Belmore family had their capital invested in stocks and bonds, not hoarded in a heap like some fairy tale dragon. And don't even think about snooping around the house looking for anything, or I shall have you removed from the premises. If anyone would know of a secret treasure hidden in this house, it would be me.
Please, could you let me in to see the waltz?
Certainly not.
You know, you're the second person tonight that won't let me in somewhere. I'm beginning to take this personally.
The guests at this wedding are titans of industry and jewels of the aristocracy. Industrialists from Chicago, magnates from Philadelphia, dukes from England. And you are?
A now unemployed auditor from Yonkers.
Precisely.
Thank you for your help.
Goodbye.
Right. That wasn't helpful, so
Stop
presumably...
right there, young
yeah.
man. Only guests with invitations are allowed to watch the waltz.
You, boy! Are you one of the staff? Is the wedding ready to begin?
Ready to begin? Goodness gracious, but I haven't found my Bible.
Haven't found me fucking
Sorry,
Bible.
I'm just a guest too. I don't think the wedding's happening until later tonight. Or not at all, if everything went to plan.
Just enough time for another drink, then.
Right, what have we got?
The trophy room was warmed by the fireplace, within which hung a small brass pot. 4 animal heads protruded from the wall like those painted boards you'd push your head through for a photograph at the seaside. An ornamental vase sat on the cabinet. My entire life savings were probably worth less than that piece of porcelain. I picked up the vase. From the delicate porcelain and hand-painted ornamentation, it looked like it must have been worth a fortune. Ming Dynasty, perhaps?
Foskett, why is that young man picking up that chamber pot?
I have absolutely no idea.
Better question, why is
Or
there a
perhaps
chamber pot in this trophy room?
It was a lone glass sitting on the coffee table. It certainly hadn't been holding coffee. The empty glass was best left where it was.
Oh yeah, I guess it's the table. Right, let's just have a quick... What?
Stepping through the
fuck
doorway,
is
I
this
found
shit?
myself in an ethereal black void that stretched in every direction. Draped in green fog, all I could see were staircases floating in all directions, and in the center, an eternally ticking clock.
Nope. Fuck
Is
that.
that little whippersnapper playing on the staircases again?
No, it's not him this time. But how that wayward whelp's mother allows him to run riot through that cursed room baffles me. When it comes to Sebastian Bach, I think King Herod might have had a point.
What the fuck? What's through this door?
That is an insult to my honor. I didn't know you had any honor
For
left to
God's
insult.
sake.
Boys, boys, you don't want to be fighting over little old me.
Tallulah, this man
Where
is
have I
nothing
seen
but
this
a
before?
scoundrel. Then you, brother, are a no-good fraud.
Was this in, like, the Sherlock game? Sherlock 1 or whatever it was? You know what, it took me a minute, well, a couple of fucking moments there to process what the hell you just said. And yes, you are, of course, absolutely right, Cully.
It was one of a pair of carvings positioned on either side of the room. The bookshelves were filled with tomes on every subject I could imagine. Astronomy to music, numerology to zoology, each with faded spines and dusty covers.
Presumably you're
The
gonna say so.
bookshelves were filled with...
Yes. No, don't fucking...
It was a small mahogany table. It was one of a pair of carvings. The twins scowled at each other. Their energy was as strained as the strings on a banjo. At any moment, it felt like one of them could snap.
Cully would know all about that.
It was a wooden cabinet covered in small drawers, used to find specific books throughout the vast library.
My thought immediately is that you need to learn how to spell that word. Beyond that, I don't really have any. I'm not that interested, to
wasn't
be
the
honest.
time to rearrange the furniture.
I have
It was a yellow
little
parasol
to no
resting against the
interest.
chaise longue. I thought I should introduce myself first.
So you did? You did not.
The debutante oozed southern charm as sweet as peach pie, if that pie contained a secret dose of cyanide. Good evening, miss.
Oh, another fine young gentleman.
My name's Murphy McCallan. Pleased to meet you all.
Back off, Peanut. Yeah, keep walking. We were talking to the lady first.
Now, boys, we must be welcoming to our new friend. My name is Tallulah LaRue. I expect you've heard of me. My daddy owns the LaRue Oil Exchange. We're the richest family this side of the Mississippi.
But don't be getting any ideas. Tallulah, don't you think this gentleman is a little beneath you? He looks so poor, he probably waves a popsicle around and calls it air conditioning.
Let's not be rude to him just because he's less fortunate. You boys be welcoming and introduce yourselves.
If we must. I am Humphrey Tallulah. And I am Orville Talagula of the Talagula Textiles
There you go, lad.
Company.
I think you made the pants I'm wearing. What's that in your hand, Miss LaRue?
This is my invitation to the wedding. It allows me to bring one guest with me. But I seem to have made a teensy tiny mistake.
You invited both
I've
of these.
invited both boys all the way out here to Devil's Rock when I can only take one of them into the wedding. Now, both of these fine fellows are here and want to attend with me, and I just don't know who I should pick.
You mean you
Pick
two
me.
don't have an invitation?
We may not know the Belmores, but we do know this southern magnolia before us. We were brought to Devil's Rock by passion.
I was brought to Devil's Rock by taxi. If you're not using the invitation, perhaps I could take it off your hands?
I don't think so, knucklehead. Miss LaRue is going to need that invitation for when I accompany her. Over my dead body? Have you seen yourself? You're already dead.
These two gentlemen seem pretty heated.
I just hope it doesn't come to blows. I'd be happy to marry either of these gentlemen one day, if only I could choose between them.
Harlots.
If you did end up marrying one of them, would that make your name Tallulah Talagula?
That's right, and my middle name is Beulah.
Course it
Rolls
is.
right off the tongue, doesn't it?
How are you going to decide who to take to the waltz, Miss LaRue?
I just don't know if I could decide. I think I'll have to leave it to the boys to decide for me.
Choose me, Tallulah. I'm the one who inherited our family's good looks, I assure you. Good looks? Your reflection
Oh,
hides
fucking
when
hell, I'll tell you
walk
what,
past
Collie,
the
when it
mirror.
eventually rolls up to 10
I
100
have
and
the
one
southern
time, I am
elegance she
100% putting the
desires.
heating on.
Elegance?
It is
You have
getting
all the elegance of a
chilly.
drunken pelican. I believe the lady would be better suited for a man of my sophistication. Sophistication? You have all the sophistication of a rodeo clown. It's my bravery that she needs. Bravery? You'd run away from a June bug. If you think yourself so brave, then we must put it to the test. Brother, I challenge you to a duel.
Like, we hadn't
Not
done
if
that
I
already.
challenge you first.
Well, you haven't.
Gee, I wouldn't want a duel to take place because of little old me. But if that's how things have to be,
She is
let's
just-
get
she's
the
bloodlust.
guns on the table, boys.
McCallum, you shall be the adjudicator.
I shall?
I'm glad you've agreed.
What exactly does that entail?
In order for the duel to be fair, an independent third party must load the pistols and declare the victor.
But I've never loaded a pistol before.
Don't worry, McCallum. A donkey with a
She
lobotomy.
really
will do.
is.
You have at least half
Walking,
a
talking,
chance.
red flag. Okay.
One at a time, I poured the powder into the muzzle of the pistols.
This isn't gonna work. There's a puzzle here. I just don't know what the puzzle is.
The button magnet was exactly the right size for the barrel of each pistol, but it would have become a bullet itself if I'd loaded it inside. I could... Nope.
Well, you need to fucking think of something. Put a knife in it. He really doesn't want to put the knife in it. Oh, but he'll try scissors.
I didn't need to cut that.
The fucking...
I didn't need to...
After all that.
I
Wait a minute. What the hell's this?
didn't want to make a hole in that.
Why have I got a bottle? I don't remember this.
It was an empty soda bottle I'd found on the beach.
Oh, cool.
I couldn't do that.
Why not? I reckon you can.
That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work. Nope.
Oh, there's a puzzle here. There is definitely a puzzle here. I just don't know what the puzzle is, and that is shite. Right, fuck it.
That would have been better used on...
Let the ghosts shoot each other.
I then dropped the shot into each muzzle. Finally, I patted the contents down with the ramrod.
No
This is gonna go
pussyfooting around
nowhere.
here, boys. I want to see some action. If you miss, you're not the man for me. Well?
I've been hit. Me too.
In any other situation, this would have been a tragedy, but it quickly became clear that a duel to the death wouldn't be conclusive when the duelists were both already dead.
Oh, neither of you missed? Well, sorry, boys, but I think that's a draw. What a terrible waste of everybody's time.
Well, you know what, love? If they'd been alive, they'd both be dead now, so you should just take me.
Good evening, Miss LaRue.
Why,
Were you friends with Abigail Belmore?
friends may be a bit of an exaggeration, but I'd seen her
Tell me
around
I've
at the
run out of that
debutante
horrible beer.
balls.
I've
before
not run
she
out
got
of the
engaged to
horrible
that
beer.
Sailor. I mean, really, what was she
I might move on to
thinking?
cider. I don't
You
really
don't think they
fancy
should have
the
gotten engaged?
little cans tonight.
What's the point?
But then I've not-
Mr. Rackham was an improvement. I do love the powerful.
I've got 7 ciders. Will that be enough for the evening? I mean, probably.
I best be running along.
Ta-ta for now.
Hello.
Beat it, bud.
Prick. Exact
Hi
same.
there.
Keep walking. I don't have time to
Maybe not.
waste on you.
You've got all the time in the world, mate. You're fucking dead, dickhead. That looks fun.
Walking into the cellar, I was hit by the pungent smell of rotting wood and mildew. 3 decades without upkeep hadn't been kind to this section of the house, and it was now knee-deep in floodwater.
But look at all that ruined ale.
Wine racks adorned each wall of the cellar. Belmore Manor must have been quite the spirited place once upon a time.
You like to think the bottles will be okay.
The wine racks were largely bare. What few bottles remained were cracked and empty.
Oh. Well, that's a shame.
The fuse box was affixed to the wall. With all the damp in the cellar, I questioned how safe it was.
Well, you better find out, hadn't you? Danger. What?
The label read magnetic carriage, theater rotation, orrery track, barrel lift, electrograph, lightning rods, ground. The wire had corroded into the fuse box. I couldn't budge it with my hands.
Oh, what the hell's this shit? Candles?
I took the handful of candles from on top of the fuse box.
Okay, cool. Can you... And this is probably a big mistake, because it will kill me, but...
Shockingly, I didn't want to risk electrocution by cutting the wire.
Fair. Right. We turn this... Where is it? There it is.
I flipped the switch, but nothing happened. It seemed the barrel lift lacked power.
Oh, that's about... Wait, hang on. Okay, well, what works?
I couldn't do anything with it.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I could...
Well, what are they
It
for?
was a socket for a wire.
Yeah, but to what end? Fucking stab it.
I didn't want to make a hole in that. I could...
Okay. Where are these fucking dynamic hints at? Why is there a fireplace icon? Oh, fast travel. Brilliant. Get all of this. No clue. Okay, so that's where the hints... Well, it's a whole ass hint system. I'm sure
I
that
hear
it helps.
gunshots through there. It's like being back at Alameda during the war.
What happened there? A battle?
No, my second wedding. The father of the bride didn't appreciate me canoodling with the maid of honor and got all the locals to run me out of town. Talk about a shotgun wedding.
Aren't you a lovely man? Well, I guess I haven't spoken to either of these fools yet, so probably should.
Good evening.
Hello, my child.
Oh, don't get him going again.
And what is your name?
Murphy McCallan.
Hello, Murphy. I am Father Foskett, spiritual shepherd of St. Juniper's Parish. Have you seen the good book?
I'm not the most religious person, but I have read parts.
No, I mean that rather more literally. I've lost my Bible and have no idea where I put it. Have you seen it?
I haven't, I'm afraid.
Pity.
Are you here for the wedding?
I am officiating the wedding. With everything that's gone on in the house, we must thank God we have someone like me to keep us on a righteous path.
I've been told that Abigail Belmore doesn't really want to marry Rackham. You need to call the wedding off.
We shall stick to the system, young Mr. McCallan. Objections should be heard during the ceremony, not before, when all parties may articulate their feelings on the matter. These things are greater than you and I, you know. Until then, we must treat the wedding as the joyous occasion it is.
What do you think of Abigail Belmore?
A little headstrong, in my opinion, but a lovely young lady. I baptized her, you know. She grabbed my nose as I held her over the font, right up the left nostril. Wouldn't let go until her brothers distracted her with a teddy bear. Still, she's a very caring girl.
Just not two ecclesiastical noses. Is St. Juniper's your church?
That's right, young man. A beacon of godliness on an otherwise spiritually desolate isle.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think St. Juniper has been taken over by rum runners.
Criminals? In my church? Good God! They must be removed immediately.
Let's not be too hasty. They sound like my type of gentleman. That's the type of church I can see myself attending.
I could do with less of your opinions, thank you. Many things can be preserved in alcohol, Colonel. Dignity is not one of them.
I'm not the most well-read on religion, but shouldn't you be in heaven now?
Gold standard question, my boy.
Well, I'll admit this isn't what I expected.
Perhaps the good book has some missing passages.
I think we can do without your
My mouse is
theological input,
fucked.
Colonel.
Is there a way to fix it?
Well, that's precisely what I'm doing, young man, as we speak.
It looks like you're just sitting in an armchair.
You don't see the metaphorical cogs whirring around in my head, the tick and the tock of the thanatological matters in my mind. To the layman, I might appear to be just sitting in an armchair, but in reality, I am studying the Bible, or at least I would be, if I hadn't lost it.
You've lost it, all right.
What the fuck? Shut up. Oh my god, my shit is broke.
Do you think it might be voodoo keeping you here?
Voodoo is nothing but mumbo-jumbo misdirection. I fear we may be in limbo. Some devilish force has interrupted the supernatural order of things.
I think Rackham might be practicing black magic.
That is an extraordinary accusation. I refuse to hear another word of it. He is a God-fearing man who always attends the sailor services, and he has donated generously to the church and my vacation fund. The culprit here is that awful sailor Abigail was going to marry. It is precisely because Miss Belmore's marriage to Mr. John Rackham was interrupted that we are still here. And why we must continue the wedding as planned tonight. It shall be our way out.
Where does that staircase room go?
That room is a place of sin.
What happened in there?
When Miss Belmore spurned her original fiancé, that is the route he took to the garden balcony where he hanged himself.
That's terrible.
Fed it, what the
Terrible
mouse?
sin. Belmore Manor has evil magic coursing through it. I lay
I just need a new one. It likes to double click on its own. You click once and it goes, oh, you want twice. Or sometimes more than that.
Impassable evil. It is as though the house itself refuses passage to the bewitched.
I have probably had it for like a decade at this point. But I like it, and you can't get these ones anymore.
Do you know how I can get through the staircase room?
Certainly not. If you had any sense, you would stay out of there. The only person I've seen messing about in there is the page boy. I know that the Lord sends things to challenge us, but even the devil himself would take up early retirement if made to babysit that little monster. Goodness knows where he's gone now, though. I suppose we should all thank God for the respite.
I best be heading off.
God be with you.
Yeah, sure.
Good evening.
Good evening, my boy.
Obviously, I wasn't paying attention to any of that either.
Old army injuries.
Really good at doing
Care to
fucking
join me for a
video
drink?
games, aren't I?
Colonel Bloom, how many times must I warn you about your predilection for hard drinking?
It's not hard drinking. It's very,
Very easy, yeah.
What do you say, my boy? You care for a nip?
I probably should.
It's not
but I'm
that
a little
easy. I'm having to fucking
preoccupied.
combine with Pepsi
Well,
Max,
don't go
remember?
saving it for the toast. You'll be waiting decades.
See, this is what I was talking about. This is the kind of ungracious, ungentlemanly behavior that will spell your doom, Colonel.
Stop trying to threaten me with eternal damnation, Foskett. If it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. I'm pretty sure I'm dead at this moment, and I don't see any evidence of women playing harps. Just you harping on at me.
I mean, he's right.
Did you see much action in the army?
I killed 4 men.
From food poisoning, Colonel Bloom's title is an honorary one for services to catering.
The Cattle King's what they called me. I owned farms from New Orleans to Tallahassee. Beef, leather, dairy. It was a roaring trade.
Or at least a mooing
So
one.
cold.
Those cows, they were my army. I tell you, everything a man needs can be provided by a good troop of cows.
Herd of cows.
He's having a
Course I
good old
heard
time with the
cows.
cow
I
pussy,
was just
I guess.
talking about them.
Fucking dickhead.
What are you drinking, Colonel?
Good hearty rum. It'll put fire on your chest and hair in your belly. Ooh-wee.
And perhaps it is time to consider whether you have drunk too much of it, Colonel. Or perhaps give it up altogether.
Oh,
I
God.
could easily
Not
give
even
up
the Pepsi
alcohol.
went down right there.
I've already done it hundreds of times.
I think you'll find the time between one glass and the next does not count as teetotalism. Perhaps we should be grateful to the Lord that your glass remains empty.
Are you looking forward to the wedding?
I'm looking forward to it being over. In my opinion, being stood up at the altar for 33
It's a fair
years is
assessment,
pretty
mate.
bad sign. Not what strong relationships are made of.
And you should know, Colonel. You've only had hundreds of them.
Do you think the bride and groom should be together?
That Rackham's a slimy character, and no mistake. Oh, by God, he's a good businessman. Trickier than a magician's rabbit that's gotten stuck on a particularly difficult crossword puzzle. But all that don't amount to a hill of beans if you're not enjoying life. I don't know whether to hate the guy or envy him.
Both are sins, I think you'll find, Colonel.
And not even the best ones. Do you know what's wrong with society nowadays, Murphy? Drink, guns, and women. There's just not enough time for them all.
Again, so much time.
Have you ever married, Colonel?
Oh, yes. I've been married for 47 years.
Yes, but to 9 different women.
It still counts.
His shortest marriage was 2 days, and that's only because they couldn't find him to serve the annulment papers.
I
might make it to 47 years.
With half the members of the Albuquerque Militia Marching Band. Best honeymoon.
Be late 70s, but
Lovely girl.
and still on
Lord
Twitch.
forgive him, for he knows not what he does.
That's not what the girls were telling me.
Do excuse me. I'll be back.
At your leisure, my boy. I have nowhere to go and nothing to do.
Idle hands are the devil's playthings.
Try idling your mouth for a change, you old curmudgeon.
I couldn't reach the skeleton from inside the house.
Well, no, obviously. But I mean, we must be able to do something here.
A dying tree stood
Otherwise,
next to the
what's the
balcony,
point?
its branches devoid of leaves, its bark flaking away. I needed to be outside.
A load of old toss. Right, here's another door. Let's have a go at that one.
It was a battered suitcase that I deduced belonged to the pianist.
Why is it wired up? Oh, I bet I need
The
that.
pianist wouldn't have been happy with me rifling through his belongings.
He's recording.
A machine I didn't recognize sat on the table next to the piano.
I recognise
I
it.
wondered if the pianist knew more about it.
No need. I know all about it.
Without knowing what it was, I didn't want to break it.
Oh, this is ludicrous.
A grand piano took center stage in the room, vigorously hammered away at by the pianist. The Belmore family's monogram was etched in gold on the shield. The pianist looked like he could play the piano with his eyes closed, mainly because he was playing the piano with his eyes closed.
Reasonable.
Good evening. My name is Murphy McCallan.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Ezra Hughes is the name. Pianist for hire is the game. Got any events coming up that you can use a pianist at? I do weddings, christenings, bar mitzvahs, funerals.
You're still hustling for work? Isn't being a ghost an impediment?
Hey, when you're self-employed, you've got to keep that next paycheck coming in.
But you're trapped in the house.
Well, I admit I'm not normally based here, but Belmore Manor makes a lovely venue.
How's the gig?
It's the gig of a lifetime, quite literally.
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
didn't
say.
realize how short that lifetime would be. Still, I should be making out like a bandit at the end of it.
Why's that?
My contract says I charge overtime at time and a half. So far, we're 30-something years past my original end time.
Is there much to spend your money on when you're dead?
They say you can't take it with you, but I don't seem to be going anywhere at the moment, so why not find out?
Excuse me.
You don't seem to have much of an audience.
Most have gone through to the ballroom for the waltz. Still, at least it means I don't have the Southern Belle from hell hovering over me.
What?
When you say Southern Belle from Hell, do you mean Tallulah?
That's her, the Black Widow of the Bayou.
What's wrong with her?
Well, she has a reputation, doesn't she?
A reputation for what?
Murder.
I have a fork. Oh, it reminds me, actually. I never said Saturday. Mind you, I'm not sure if you were there when I was talking about what I was going to have for my tea, which
Don't
was
be getting me
obviously
caught up in a
going to
slander
be pizza,
suit.
because I'm pretty sure
Behind
that's all I
those
had left at
demure
the time.
flush cheeks is the mind of an absolute
I got as far as
psychopath.
turning the oven on
She's
to
been
preheat the
engaged
oven,
3
and then I
times.
realised
Each of her fiancés died
I'm
in
too
ridiculous
exhausted
circumstances.
to
Did she murder them for money?
That can't
bother
even be
putting
the
a
motive.
pizza in
You
there,
think she'd go ahead and
let
marry
alone
him,
eat it.
so all their worldly
So,
goods become
ultimately,
each other's,
I did
right?
not have
But her
to.
family's already got more money
Sam
than honeybees
came
got
home
buzz.
with
And she finishes
fried
them off
chicken,
before
so
they
I
even
just
booked
robbed
a
some of
venue.
her fried
I think she
chicken.
just does it for the thrill.
Someone should really tell
that
her
is to
about
say, a
wing
couple
walking.
of chickadee fillets. Very good. I can't remember where she said she got them from.
Are you
It was
local to
good
Devil's
shit.
Rock?
No, New Orleans, born and bred.
What else is
Hard
there
to
to
grow up
say?
in the Big Easy and not fall in love with this music. Street
don't
performers in the
remember.
French Quarter, brass bands on the balconies.
gonna say something
parades
else,
and
but
Mardi Gras.
no idea.
It's in the air down there.
So what
Also-
brought you here?
Work.
Tribal tattoo.
Figured I'd play
this
a
one
few
that I've had
gigs,
for a
make
billion
some
years.
cash.
I think
Next
I've had
thing
this
I
since
know,
I was
I'm caught up in more
definitely
drama than
legal.
a Gilbert and Sullivan operetta.
Where did you find musical work
This
here
bit-
on Devil's
this bit
Rock?
right here
I got a
is
full
bumped
season
up.
contract down at the
It's gone
Calliope.
down a bit now, but it's
It
still
was pure
bumped
luck,
up a bit,
really.
and it
The original
hurts.
pianist
That's
broke
not
his
happened
arm.
for years.
How?
Before the renovation, that place was falling apart. 14 people in the audience watched as the stage gave out right in the middle of Claire de Lune. Pianist and piano falling straight through the floor into the basement.
Ouch.
Physically, he was fine. Emotionally, devastated for months.
Sounds like he went through a bad stage.
That is quite a funny joke. Good job, game. Anyway, I mentioned the chicken because I quite
Yardley
quite
Belmore
fancy
was
chicken,
a performer too,
and I was
wasn't
gonna
he?
get some chicken,
And more. Writer,
and then another
director,
desire
producer,
reached out to me, and I went for
philanthropist.
that.
He's
And then
the
when I
one
was
that bought
working
the
behind the
Calliope,
bar earlier,
fixed her up, and hired me.
Noddy had a
Once he
big
came on
bag of
board,
fucking
that place
KFC.
Could put on real shows.
Real shows?
the reasoning
Yeah,
being he
before
bought
Yardley put up
KFC
the
when he was
funds,
in
They were so
Liscard,
broke they had to rely on sponsorships.
and normally he'll have like a zinger
Final
meal,
year, Bon Tom Bacon
but that kind of
flooded
ruins his
everything.
appetite for his tea
With
later,
conditions.
so he doesn't want to
Conditions?
bother cooking
Shows
a
had to be
meal.
on brand. Before
So
Yardley put a
he
stop to it,
reasoned,
we were
get
looking
a
at 3
massive
Shakespeare
bag
plays
of
that season.
loads of chicken
Romeo
for
and
like 8 quid
Baguette,
more when a zinger meal was like
Midsummer Night's
12 quid
Cream
anyway.
Cake, and Much Ado About Muffins.
So spend 20 quid on shitloads of chicken. You can have a little nibble, take it home, reheat some for the rest of his tea, and probably a little bit later, fucking heat up a little bit more, watch a movie, whatever, and then probably still have chicken left over for breakfast. Man, nor have I. KFC's good, but it's so fucking expensive.
Do you know what happened to Yardley
Again,
Belmore?
£12 for
I
a
haven't a
fucking
clue.
zinger meal, according to
You know
Noddy.
what? I think I was one of the final people to see him alive.
Oh, really?
It's always a zinger
He
stack
came
for
down
me
to the
anyway. I need
Calliope
that
to
double
offer me
zinger
this gig
action.
for the wedding, and I overheard him
And
talking to
that's on
someone
top of
backstage
a bonus
after I'd
banquet for
finished
one.
rehearsing.
Thank you so very
What were they
much.
talking about?
Beans is my side
Well,
of choice,
after
in case
Yardley
you're
scrapped
wondering.
the baked goods from Romeo and
I don't really
Juliet,
rate their gravy.
it was after
Though,
ideas
that
to
being
bring
said,
something
I
new
rate
to
it
the
a lot
story.
more these
This
days than I
fella was
used
telling him
to.
about a place
So
he
sometimes
found,
maybe an extra
actual
side
crypt.
of gravy.
Such a missed opportunity, really. Can you imagine? Romeo and Juliet's tragic finale, played out in a Capulet tomb, the star-crossed lovers' final doomed moments in a real-life, honest-to-God crypt. The last thing I heard was them setting a date to check it out. And then, well, after that, no one ever saw him again.
Do you know who the man he was talking to was?
Wasn't
Rackham,
listening.
I think you call him. Don't
Oh,
know
that
where
come.
his interest in the theater came from all of a sudden. I'd never seen him in any performances.
Chivy. Well, I got a chivy for not paying attention, so that's
Do
cool.
you know where I could get some wedding music?
What the hell
Take
was
a
I going to
quest.
say?
It's part of my contract for the wedding.
Oh, man,
What are
I'm
you
so
after?
I
annoyed.
need some wedding music to play to Abigail Belmore, upstairs in her bedroom.
I might be able to move people.
feel like
with
it
my
must
music,
have
Murphy,
something to do with
but
Saturday,
there's
but...
no chance I
No,
can
it
move
doesn't.
this
It has
piano up
everything
to
to
the
do with
second floor.
Sunday, which was yesterday. Cully, I made sprouts palatable. I did it. I beat the system. I made them tasty.
What's the machine
I'm a
next to your
fucking
piano?
That's
magician.
my ticket out of hustling. A phonograph recorder. I'm going to compose and record a hit song. Something that'll sweep the nation, like those guys on Tin Pan Alley. I can record and release a song all across the
I
country.
will. I just
and
really want to
people
get
will
this
be able to
beer
hear
out
me
of the way
live
first so
in
I
their
can
living
fucking
room.
concentrate.
But you're not live or living.
That'll be how I market myself. Anthems by apparitions, hymns by haunts. The magazines won't give you the time of day if you don't have some way of standing out.
But I'll tell you,
Dead.
it
it's
involves
better to be
pancetta.
composing than decomposing.
How does the machine work?
You just put in a blank record and press record. There's an old one still in there if you want it. It's too worn for me to use anymore. The records have a thin layer of black wax on the outside, and the machine records the sound as grooves in the wax.
Yes, it
Keep
does.
an ear out for me in a year's time.
I should get going.
See you around, Murphy.
I took the record from the recording machine. With its outer coating worn away with age, it wasn't in a state to record onto.
We literally have candles.
The candle wax looked like it might work as a replacement coating for the record, if I could find a way to apply it.
I know how to apply it. Go! There's a pot right there over the fire. Let's put the black candles into the pot. Look at me go. I am fucking puzzling something out. We've been here nearly an hour and I'm finally puzzling something
I
out.
dropped the candles into the empty pot hanging in the fireplace. They soon began to melt and bubble. Double,
I was
toil and
about to
trouble.
say that.
Goodness gracious! That isn't more satanic sorcery, is it?
I'm sorry, I was just quoting Macbeth.
Well, don't.
Why you fuck off? I promise not all fucking vicars are like this.
Carefully, I dipped the record into the molten candle wax. Once pulled out, the thin layer of wax rapidly cooled, leaving me with a blank, reset record.
Nailed it. Oh, bollocks, not you cunts. That one.
I placed the freshly reset record
He's playing a
back on the
different song.
recording machine. Excuse me, Ezra, could you play the wedding march?
It's fine, he's doing it anyway.
Request?
I was going to say I'm going to
Sure
have to ask
thing,
him.
Murphy.
I mean, I haven't pressed record. Is it doing it? There's so many beers I don't like anymore.
Thank you very much.
And even the ones that I did like, I'm just like, I can't be arsed with it. Am I going off beer?
I clicked off the machine and picked up the newly recorded record.
It's not going to stop me drinking it, but still. Oh, look, you did record it. That is why I was dead happy when I found my dead cheap freestyle beers upstairs at Moz's t'other day. I was well happy to see some ciders, and I like this cider. So it's not like when I've seen Strongbow dark fruits there and gone, I could buy those, but I have taste. Swap over the spirits. God, no, man. You know, I genuinely, back when I used to have the channel points on this channel active, I had an option for shot. And someone could press the button, and I'd have to have a shot. Can you believe that shit? I was mental a few years ago. Anyway, cheers. Cider time. 25p. Fucking belting price. That's not much better. I'm so disappointed. I was fully ready to go, ah. Oh man, I'm so disappointed. Though, this is one of the ones that I have previously used to do my pulled pork with. Good old Thatcher's Haze. It's just really kind of sweet. Fuck, maybe I do need to move to spirits. Anyway, are you ready for the sprouts? So I had this idea. The
wooden sign had the quaint charm of a
and this idea was,
if it wasn't for the skull,
because I stole the idea, but I improved upon it. Take the sprouts and apply them to a grater. So I got a load of sprouts and I grated those some bitches down. And I thought, right, just in case, let's add something else to this. So I grated a bunch of carrot down as well. So now I've got a sprout and carrot shredded mix, which just on its own looked fine. Like, that could have just been salad. But my ace in the hole, or whatever the phrase is that the phrase? I don't know, was diced pancetta. I thought, we'll fry that. It'll release all its fat, so I won't need oil. And then I'll fry off my my fucking sprout and carrot mix. Which I did. But then it turned out... Well, no. Wait, no. Getting ahead of myself. So, the pancetta didn't render as much as I wanted. There wasn't enough oil, and it started to, like, leave colour on the bottom of the pan as well. So I thought, right, I need to deglaze this. I need white wine. I don't have any white wine. What do I have? Tawny port. I've got tawny port right here. I prefer ruby port. So unsure why I've got a tawny port. I think it was given to me at some point. So I just tossed a bunch of that in, and I'll tell you what, man, it deglazed that pan beautifully. So I let it fucking cook up to like proper reduce down. Then I chucked the veggie mix in, tossed that shit around. Just as it started to catch again, I chucked in a chunk of butter, and that worked. Just tossed it around, and then I left it until I was ready to, heat again for the rest of the meal, because this is like an hour's worth of cooking. And that was like the second thing that I did. I prepped it first, but the first thing I put on, as I always put on when I'm doing this, I always put my mushrooms on first. Now people will think, I might as well just cut to my face at this point, people will think mushrooms, quick and easy. Why would you put them on first if you're going to be cooking for like an hour? I'll tell you why. It's because you put mushrooms into a saucepan with literally half a pat of butter on a low heat, and they shrink down and absorb all that butter. They will release a lot of water as well, so at some point you're going to probably have to turn the heat right up and let all that liquid evaporate. And that liquid fucking leaves the mushroom and it takes all that butter in. And ultimately, you end up with some lovely, juicy mushrooms, which essentially are like meat. So that's another vegetable, if you don't like it, because I don't, really. That's how I make that shit palatable. It's delicious, the way I do it. Anyway, back to the old sprout thing. So once I was ready to reheat, chuck them back on, reasonable bit of heat, get them nice and warm. Once they start to get a little bit like, you feel like it's probably going to be a little bit overdone. Bit more tawny port, deglaze it again, get it all mashed in, cookie. I'll be honest, man, it was fire. It was absolutely fire. Butter, tawny port, shredded, and importantly, the pancetta. Oh my god. That is the secret to making sprouts. Not shit. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. This is a moment where I find out that Cully's actually fucked off, and I'm going to have to explain all of that again in a bit.
The wooden sign had the quaint charm of a handmade woodcraft, if it wasn't for the skull and crossbones painted on it. The macabre warning was definitely serving a purpose where it was. I decided to leave it there.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
You're still flesh and blood, aren't you?
That's right.
And to be ashamed of. But you'll end up see-through blue like me if one of those thorns nicks you. And don't try cutting them. Even so much as a snap, and it releases a toxin so deadly you'll be on the ground within 3 minutes. Certainly keeps things exciting, doesn't it?
No. What would oh shit. What is it I need? Flowers. I need flowers, dude. Have you got any not deadly flowers? Oh my god, Cully is totally gone, isn't he? What am I going to do?
I'd already been warned about touching the poisonous thorns. Weaving throughout the conservatory was an overgrown mass of intimidating-looking thorns. The plants seemed to have developed a mind of their own, spilling out of their flower beds and pots until they filled the conservatory like string lights on a Gothic Christmas tree.
It's only 9:10. He can't be asleep, surely.
Watch out for that vine down there. That bugger was trying to make a break for it earlier.
Oh, okay. Will do. I didn't have the slightest idea what the gardener was warning me about. Like a snake coiling around its prey, it soon became apparent.
Oh shit, it's on me.
Help!
What's all the fuss about?
This vine's got me, it won't let go!
Oh, she likes you, she does.
Well, the sentiment isn't mutual.
I've never seen the plant so attached to someone before.
That's exactly the problem. Its hold was getting tighter. I needed to get away before I was dragged into the flower beds.
Machete! See, look, it's doing that double click thing. It's barely a machete. Why would you cut it there, you idiot?
Well, you didn't need to do that. I wasn't planning on doing the pruning till tomorrow.
What was that?
Just a Devil's Rock creeper. They do seem to have gotten a lot more active since I was last tending the garden, though.
First, the animals on this island had tried to eat me. Now, I was finding out the plants wanted a nibble, too.
What else is here?
The fountain dominated the room like the queen on a chessboard, but this queen had been dethroned decades ago. The fountain had long run dry, and the cracked, dusty basin was empty. It was an ornately crafted metal statue of a Maharaja prince, with one hand outstretched and the other clasping a scroll case. couldn't see anything I could do with the statue. Terracotta pots dotted the conservatory, each one cracked and crumbling in a different way. I couldn't see anything alive in the plant pot, despite the gardener's best efforts.
Sorry, just texting the MC.
The gardener's hunched frame and soil-stained overalls made him look like a gnome that had wandered out of a storybook. He appeared more comfortable with the company of plants than people. What a relief for the people. Good evening.
Pleasure to meet you, young man. I'm Rupert Riddle. I'm the gardener for the Belmore estate. And whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Murphy McCallan, pleased to meet you.
Do excuse the state of the conservatory. After 30-odd years,
I want to shout Mighty Pirate there.
It's
I'll
taken
be
on a
honest.
mind of its own.
Well, maybe not shout, but say certainly.
Cultural society, or I'll be having my golden trowel taken off me.
You've won awards for your gardening?
Oh yes. This conservatory is rather famous. Welcome, Murphy, to the Poison Garden.
Poison? Why would the Belmore brothers want a poison garden?
Academic interests, prestige, and morbid curiosity, I should think.
Sounds
Master
reasonable.
Cecil
I'm literally
liked to
shivering
study
now.
them.
That is how cold it
Master
is.
Xavier used to collect them on his expeditions. And Master Yardley, well, he just liked the theatricality of it all.
Isn't it dangerous?
Well, it all depends on how you use it, doesn't it? A few berries of deadly nightshade could kill a person or cure their headache. Hemlock killed Socrates, but I used it to treat my arthritis. These plants may be dangerous, but that's because they're powerful and mysterious.
From medicine to murder.
Exactly. The power to heal
I feel like I'm
and
visibly
the power
shaking.
to kill. That's what makes them so interesting.
Remind me never to get on the bad side of a florist.
It's bizarre that we've been going for over an hour and I don't need a piss. That is quite sensational. I'm not leaving the room just to put the heating on. I refuse.
What's the secret to growing your garden?
Plants need the same things as you and me, they do. Food, water, sunlight, and someone to chitter-chatter with.
You talk to your plants?
And sing.
What kinds of songs do poisonous plants like?
Death
Vaudeville
metal.
mainly. Tarara-boom-de-ay always goes down a treat.
Oh, God.
Tarara-boom-de-ay. I'm with plants all the day. To sing's the only way to grow my shrub display. Vegetation brings elation to me.
Great.
That's quite an accent you've got. Where are you from?
Jolly old England, just outside Bristol. God's own country.
Yep.
The green and
That
pleasant
sounds
land
right.
where my love of horticulture bloomed. I caught the gardening bug at an early age, you see. Histoplasmosis. I was in hospital for 8 months, all told. But trapped in those 4 white, clean antiseptic walls.
What the
staring
fuck?
at
I've just
a
realised I'm still only on
plastic
one tick with Cully.
philodendrons.
Maybe he's lost power.
I just grew my love of all things botanical.
Why did
Oh,
you
he's
move
been
to
blown
Devil's
up.
Rock?
I came over with the Belmores, didn't I? Got myself a little cottage on the edge of the estate near the mausoleum. Bugger if I can get to it now, though. Shame, too.
Why's that? Do you miss home?
Oh, I think I left the gas on. Wouldn't want an accident now, would I? Could be the death of me.
What are you working on at the moment?
I suppose I ought to be pushing up daisies. But death isn't going to stop these green fingers. So I'm getting right back into it where I left off, tending to these plants. It's not quite the same as it used to be, I must admit.
How so?
I suppose, being dead now, they've lost some of their allure. It used to be that one prick of the finger, one wipe of the nose, one accidental inhalation of a seed, and that would be the end of it. Things just aren't as exciting anymore.
Will you be attending the wedding?
Me? Get an invitation? I'm not sure overalls would meet the dress code. But it's a good thing, too. I wouldn't trust that Rackham with a hosepipe on a hot day.
Why not?
Well, it's not like me to tell tales. But it wasn't long before the Belmore brothers started to disappear that Rackham was in here asking about the poison plants. Very suspicious timing, if you ask me.
You think he murdered them?
I couldn't possibly say.
I need a bouquet. Can you help me?
I'm a gardener, not a flower arranger, Murphy.
Is there anything in here I can take without it killing me?
I'm afraid the only non-poisonous plants were those down in Abigail's flower bed. She had her own little area that I used to help her with. There's only that one flower that stayed alive in the whole conservatory. Funny that.
What's funny about it?
That's the same flower bed Abigail used for her bouquet the night things went awry.
That'll be perfect. Is there a way to get rid of the thorns?
Oh, certainly. A good drenching with alcohol should kill 'em off.
Right.
Who's the statue of?
Oh, him. He's from an old Indian fable the Belmores used to have read to them as children. It was a gift Cecil Belmore gave his brothers a couple of years before he disappeared. Quite the conversation piece.
What was the statue's story about?
A young Maharaja prince who sold his kingdom for a single coin, all so he could use it to save the love of his life.
How romantic.
I suppose, if you're into that sort of thing.
Thanks for your time.
Before you go, you wouldn't do me a favor, would you?
What kind of favor?
Well, I was just wondering how that flesh and blood thing is working out for you.
Excuse me?
It's just, and I don't mean to impose, but my eternal frustration is that I have 187 different ways to die in this conservatory, but I was never able to test any of them out. Now that we've all discovered death isn't quite so conclusive, I was wondering if you'd want to help out.
Help out how?
Well, we could test out some of the plants on you.
They'd kill me!
Fingers crossed.
The dainty old man's eyes glowed with unrestrained excitement at the mention of murder. His dottery demeanor offered a complete contrast to his apparently homicidal tendencies. He was like a tortoise holding a machine gun.
Oh, don't make such a drama out of it. We could put it in a nice pie, and maybe some herbal tea. I know the recipe for a lovely cobbler.
Definitely not. Let's cross that possibility out right now.
I was only asking. Maybe let me know if you change your mind.
Okay. What is up the stairs, up the stairs, up the stairs? Oh. Oh.
I wondered if the shelves held any books on battling ghostly curses, but that seemed a little too niche.
What? Why would he go down there to... I don't know.
Miss LaRue, would you mind if I borrowed your parasol?
Don't be silly, Murphy. It's a beautiful evening outside. You have no use for it, but I'm sure I can be of help
Hilarious.
to you.
Text from Cully and Trev at the same time. So yes, Cully's phone died. He's moved to his laptop, but it's updating. And Trev is putting a new hot water tank in, and then he'll be here. Which is nice to know. What did she say?
Miss LaRue, would
Don't be silly, Murph. You have no use for it, but I'm sure I can be of help to you if the weather turns sour.
Alright, well, how do I make it rain in here? I don't know. Also, how do I make any of this do fucking something?
I needed to use the switch to operate the barrel lift. It was an electric machine used to raise and lower barrels from the floor of the cellar to a hatch up at ground level. Wine racks adorned each wall of the cellar. Belmore Manor must have been quite the...
Yes. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, yeah.
Decades of abandonment had taken their toll on the now flooded cellar.
Can I go for a mooch?
Knowing the type of animals that lived in the murky water on this island, there was no way I was stepping into the floodwater.
That is a fair point. Okay, right, where else is there to go? Back up the stairs. Give it.
You can't have that. I might be needing it later.
You might be, but fuck
At
off.
the corner of the cart, a feather duster hung on a small hook. The maid's cart stood in the corner of the corridor, piled high with freshly washed sheets.
Apparently I can fuck with that as well.
I didn't need to move the cart.
Or not.
Crisp, clean sheets were stacked up on the cart. I considered picking up a sheet and draping it over me, but there were enough ghosts in the house already.
Hilarious. Oh, that's her.
Affixed to the wall were 3 I couldn't ring the bell. Hey, Cordelia.
Oh, hello again, Mr. McCann.
Hey, he's
Have
back.
you made the love antidote yet?
I'm working on it, even though I'm still
presumably
not
the
sure it's a
first
good
port
idea.
parts. Right, okay, so... I'm going to have to run through again. Grated sprouts and carrots. Cooked pancetta. stuck earlier than I would have liked. Or rather, didn't create enough loose fat. So, put the tawny port into deglaze. It worked a fucking treat. Cooked it down till it was near enough a syrup. Chucked in the veggie mix. Cook. Just as it seemed like it was about to start requiring more fat, I chucked in some butter. Toss. Lovely. Cook. Take it off until I need to finish it later on. Once I was finished doing everything else and close to being ready to serve. Sorry for hitting the mic there. And then put it back on. Started to get a little bit nifty around the pan. A little bit more tawny port. Once again, deglazed perfectly. Toss. Cook. Done. Incredible. Fucking turned food. I turned sprouts into food, rather. Mwah, amazing.
Do you know why I can't leave Belmore Manor?
We ghosts have been trapped here ever since the explosion. But I don't know why someone still living would be unable to leave.
I was able to get out the last time I was here. Even if it was via the balcony and into the pond. I don't want to try that again.
Something must be keeping you here now. Better hope it's not Mr. Rackham.
Did you say there were rumors that John Rackham used black magic?
Oh yes, all of the staff talked about it. Even if we daren't mention it to the family. Crates and boxes delivered in the night, hidden from prying eyes.
Anyway,
But
100%
not
would make
hidden
that
well
again.
enough.
It was
We
really
see
good.
what happens in this house.
And I'm
We
telling you,
hear the
when Christmas rolls
whispers in the
around,
night.
I will be doing it
We
like that again.
know.
I'll probably leave the carrots out of it for Christmas, though, so the sprouts can be their own thing, because I'll have carrots elsewhere on the table.
Do you think the Belmore treasure is here in the house?
If it is, I've never seen it, but it is a big house.
Oh, I forgot
There
something.
are rooms
I
I've never
grated,
been in. Rooms I was
along with
forbidden
the
to
sprouts and the
enter.
carrots, I
Who
grated
knows
one
what's
clove
in
of
them?
garlic in there about halfway through as well. Because you don't want to fucking overcook garlic. No one wants burned garlic.
The skeleton hanging from the tree outside. That's the sailor, isn't it?
What's left of him? I do hope it's a mess I don't have to tidy up.
Isn't the sailor's ghost trapped in the house too?
Oh no, he killed himself hours before the curse took hold. He will have long since passed over to the spirit realm. Lucky escape, some might say.
He was lucky to be so distraught he committed suicide?
It's better than being trapped in this house for eternity.
How did Abigail and the sailor meet?
It was aboard one of the Belmore ships. Miss Belmore
right,
was
but then-
never one to be caged up inside the house, always wanting to go
Man,
away
genuinely,
on her
if you've
brother's
got nowhere to be
voyages.
at Christmas,
But they were a good deal older than her.
by all
and
means.
very protective
By
after
all
they all
fucking
lost their
means.
parents. So she made a plan to stow away.
Did she manage to do it?
No, she was caught mere hours before the ships left port from Dead Nettle.
Might even invite the
covered over
ex-wife.
in spare
We've done it
sail.
before.
Who discovered her?
She
That
didn't come,
young
but we have done it
sailor.
before.
I don't think she was best
She
pleased
chose to just
that he
have
had to
dinner,
tell
just
her
her and Christopher.
brothers, and he
Wild.
did. But she
Like,
didn't hold
you could
it
both
against
just be at our
him.
house.
Instead,
And that wasn't me saying
he
that, that was
told
Sam.
her of the voyages on each return to Dead Nettle, and as the months progressed, she took more and more of a liking to him. I suppose fate will always
And honestly, I
bring
wouldn't
two
mind a hand in the
soulmates
kitchen
together,
that isn't the wife.
even when they least expect it.
And that's
She'll
how they
get,
fell in love.
The young sailor
bleh
promised
in
that
her brain.
one day
I
they
just
would
need someone to do as they're
explore
told.
the
They're not very
world
good at
together.
that.
But until that day arrived, he would carry her in his heart on every voyage he undertook. He carved a wooden compass, split it into 2 pieces, and they each carried one, promising that despite their time apart, the necklace would be reunited once they were back together. How romantic.
How did the Belmore's parents die?
A shipwreck off the southeastern coast. 20
Speaking of the ex, I saw Dan earlier.
just one survivor.
Who was the survivor?
Why?
I was going out for
It
me
was
break
Mr.
at the drivey
Rackham.
drive job. And as I was walking towards my car, crossing the road, as it were, in the car park,
Where do these doors behind me go?
I see this
The middle
massive
door
white
goes up to the
vehicle coming
cupola,
towards me, and
but
who
the
is
key's
sat in the
been
driver's
lost
seat?
ever since Master
Done.
Cecil
I
died.
just pointed at him
There's
like,
not much up there from what I remember. Just
like, what the
old
fuck is
sheets,
this?
linens and lace.
And the door on the right?
That's
he's like,
where
yeah,
the
just got my
horror
new car. I was like,
lives.
what? Oh, fuck me, I was about to open a really, really lethal beer. That would have been foolish. Look at this mad shit. Focus, you cunt. Look, mini eggs. No, it's not focused properly. There it goes. Mini chocolate eggs flavoured beer. It's a chocolate stout, 6%. Vault City makes some fucking mental beers. I love Vault City. They are one of the best brewers out there. But, no, I don't want a stout right now. That is an end of the evening kind of beer. I actually wanted a cider. I wasn't paying attention when I reached into the fridge. As we were.
Did you say a witch lives in the house?
Oh, yes. Didn't you know?
Yeah, anyway, so I
Mr.
saw
Rackham
Dan.
isn't the only one said to delve into the supernatural. Perhaps poor little Abigail was
He's like,
just an
"My new car."
innocent, caught in the middle of Mr. Rackham.
I was like, how the fuck did you
and
get
her
this? He's like,
brother's
Pip.
dark
I was like,
dealings.
right,
So
same
is
as
she?
Sam.
Is she still there now?
I should think
I can't
so.
even remember what it was.
The
It's like some big,
Belmores
not
brought
quite
her
a
to the house
4x4
not long
kind
before
of
they
thing. You know, you see
disappeared.
loads of them around.
Though after moving into the house, she was never seen again. No one ever goes in, and no
It was
one
funny though,
ever
because when I
comes
pointed at him
out.
and he went to stop,
I don't even
he
think
stopped a
Mrs.
little bit
Craddock
too
can
hard, just
get
went,
in
"Buh, buh."
there.
He was like, ugh. He was like, yeah, it's brand new. I literally picked it up 10 minutes ago. Hence the dodgy braking is like, right, learning the new vehicle.
Do you know what happened to the
Nice
Belmore
to see him.
brothers?
That certainly is a mystery, isn't it? But I'm afraid I don't know. My duties were to help Miss Belmore, while Mrs. Craddock dealt with the masters.
Although what?
I did see Master Xavier on the day he died,
What was Xavier doing on the day he died?
preparing for an expedition. He'd been given a birthday present not long before, an old pirate map of Devil's Rock that he'd hung over the fireplace in his bedroom. And on the map, marked in red, an X marks the spot.
Pirate treasure? On Devil's Rock?
I doubt the treasure even came
Hey,
into
Collie,
it. A cove
speaking
on
of
Devil's Rock,
possibly
where
coming
no
over
one
for
has
Christmas
stepped
dinner, this
foot
wouldn't be the
over
first
100
religious holiday
years.
you've come over for dinner for.
That'd be like a moth to a flame
Remember that
for Master
many
Xavier.
years ago,
He left before dawn,
once you'd, like,
and then never
relatively
came
freshly after you'd
back.
first
Who gave him
reappeared
the
in our
present?
I
lives,
expect
you came
can
over for
guess.
Easter. Do you remember that? You had Easter dinner with us. Kinda, is the answer to that question. Enough for that to be a thing.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. It gets pretty boring after 30 years trapped here. You're much more exciting.
But again, this is one of those things where it's not my story to tell, so I'm not gonna.
The door was locked.
Good.
The door was locked.
Yes, it was, my friend. Yes, it was.
Thick red curtains were I looked behind the curtains, but there was nothing there.
Hello. What have we got here?
It was a decorative wrought iron railing spanning the height of the balcony. A piece of rusted drain pipe had detached from the roof. A toolbox had been abandoned on the balcony roof. From the state of the balcony, it didn't look like it had been used.
Probably gonna need that.
It was a metal lightning rod standing upright on the corner of the roof. A cable from the lightning rod spanned a gap between the balconies before running down the side of the house to the ground.
Probably need that.
It was the cupola, the highest point of Belmore Manor, with windows looking out in each direction. It was an iron weather vane in the shape of a mermaid. Whoa! As I rounded the corner of the balcony, I saw that the walkway had dropped
Oh,
away.
right. Well, yeah,
the
I've
mortar
seen
crumbling after decades of neglect. The ground was a long way down.
It's a floor. It's not that far.
I assessed whether the railing would
Mind
be safe
you,
to
this
climb.
seems pretty
With the
high on
slippery
that first
ironwork
floor,
and
isn't it?
crumbling masonry, the answer was obviously no. But I didn't have the luxury of safety. Here goes nothing.
What's he doing? Oh god, he's going to climb it. Sick. Alright, I didn't anticipate that being a thing.
Hauling myself onto the roof from the ornamental railings, I realized there was no easy path to get higher. The roof tiles ranged from loose and dangerous to soggy and dangerous. Either way, I wasn't going to be able to climb them.
Anyway, it pops up on my Facebook memories
As I approached the lightning
every year,
rod, I started to feel the hair on the back of my neck standing up.
You appearing for Easter food?
That was a close one. Fortunately, the lightning bolt had hit the lightning rod instead of me, breaking it from its socket and sending the rod tumbling to the ground below.
Okay, it was the rod that fell down.
It looked like someone had already intended to start fixing the roof. I looked inside the toolbox and took the only thing it held, a rusty old pair of pliers.
Sure, that'll be useful, possibly in that fuse box. Anyway, Cully, yeah, like I say, if you fancy it, man.
I definitely didn't have the
Christmas
natural
dinner
balance needed
at
to
my
walk
house.
across the cable.
That's what we're doing
unaided.
this year. What did
I
you say?
definitely didn't have the natural. I
okay.
definitely.
Use that then. I said use that. See, it's doing that fucking double clicking shit again.
That didn't work.
Oh, fuck off! After all that work, you serious? Back down you go. Balcony. Into the crib. Let's have a look at the old dresser. Oh wait, no, we've got nothing for the dresser. We do have the jams though.
I placed the record into the phonograph. Still, without a horn, it wasn't going to play.
Oh god, I'm gonna need that. Oh, I need to get that dude drunk so I can get his cochlear horn thing. Fucking slack. Alright. Next set. Ah! This is that little shit. I need you to navigate the stairs.
The look on your face.
I look fine.
What are you doing? Oh, you could have scared me to death.
Imagine how cool that would be.
I don't think I'd be very happy about that.
Baby. Who are you, anyway?
My name's Murphy McCallan. I'm a...
Mighty Pirates.
guest.
There we go, got one in.
Who are you?
I'm Sebastian Pock.
The little boy puffed out his chest with a grin that would make the Cheshire Cat jealous. What were you doing in the trunk?
Playing hide and seek. That stuffy old vicar challenged me to a game and hasn't found me in more than 33 years.
Don't you know it's dangerous to shut yourself up in places like that? You could have gotten locked in.
Well, it's funny you say that, actually. I think the latch closed on me while I was inside. Still, what's the worst that could happen? I'm already dead.
What are you looking so pleased about?
I'll have a new toy to play with later tonight.
Really? Do you
A brand
think?
new Goo and Hose Model 5 wind-up tin boat. I'm going to play with it in the bathtub down the hall.
That's funny. I know a little girl who accidentally got one of those for her birthday today.
Yeah, funny that.
The boy pulled an expression that made him look slicker than a politician in an oil spill. You've been in that chest for 33 years?
On and off. That's got to make me a hide-and-seek champion. This house is amazing for it. Before I climbed in the chest, I must have explored every room in the house. The ones that aren't locked, at least.
You haven't seen the Belmore treasure while you've been exploring, have you?
There's a treasure here, like pirate treasure.
That's what the stories say.
And you believe them? I thought kids were supposed to be the gullible ones. I don't think it exists.
Why not?
Because if it did, I would have found it by now.
I heard some of the other ghosts talking about a boy playing in the staircase room. That was you, wasn't it?
Sure was. How did you know?
In truth, the description of wayward whelp was the giveaway. But as long as Sebastian knew something I didn't, I needed to contain my annoyance. Lucky guess. Do you know how to get through the staircase room?
Oh, sure. I know every route in this house. You've got to be as good at hide and seek as I am. I bet I could beat you without even leaving this room.
Sebastian, I really need to get through the staircase room. Could you tell me how to do it?
Well, are you any good at hide and seek?
Excuse me?
Because I can tell you how to get through the staircase room.
It's a good shout,
If
but
you
I mean,
could
you'd have to
beat me,
prove it,
hider
right,
or
to sell it.
seeker. I'd
Otherwise,
beat
you're
you
just
with
selling a
either.
chest, and people would be like, well, prove it.
This is a long shot, but do you know Mallory Wisp?
Sure, I know Princess Stink.
She was getting a tin boat too.
I know. I swapped over the pages in the toy catalogue, so she ordered the wrong thing. She'll get fed up with it, and I'll get to play with it instead.
Well, that wasn't a nice thing to do.
Nice guys finish last. That's what my father says.
Your father's a prick.
How are you and Mallory able to talk? You're a ghost and she's...
A flesh bag.
Right.
A blood pumper, an air guzzler, a bone puppet, a muscle wriggler.
Hey, I get the idea. How come
How
you can
rude.
talk to her?
Children aren't so close-minded, I guess. Plus, she's the only person brave enough to come up to the house.
Are you here for the wedding?
Do you think I dress like this for fun? I look ridiculous.
I thought you might be the mayor of Munchkinland.
My mum made me dress like this. What's your excuse?
Collie, Sam also thinks you should come for Christmas dinner. Just putting it out there.
Do you know the man in the portrait behind you?
I don't want to look at it. Gives me the creeps.
It's John Rackham, isn't it?
Shh. Mum says we're not allowed to say his name.
What do you know about Rackham?
I don't want to talk about it.
You know something, don't you?
I can't tell you. I'd get in trouble.
I won't say a word.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
That's ironic, given the circumstances, but sure.
We came to the house a few months before the wedding was supposed to happen. My dad's a lawyer for the Belmore Trading Company.
Is this going to be 2 streams on the bounce, or I get to like 2 hours before I need to go for a piss? That's
I was
crazy.
sneaking around, you know, just exploring the house. And I saw him, that man. He was talking to one of the Mr. Belmores. The one that wore the white coat.
Cecil Belmore, the scientist?
Yeah, he said he was going to his laboratory, but where it was hidden was a secret. I thought I could follow him.
Did you have any luck?
Not really, because I wasn't the first. That man, he was following him too, in secret. I kind of got too scared to keep going once I saw him.
What scared you?
I saw something.
Oh
I
yes,
saw something the
she
scary man
has
was
a
carrying.
pre-op
What was he
on
carrying?
Thursday,
A dagger.
and she has surgery on Monday, the 2nd of March. So 2 weeks. She has surgery in 2 weeks.
You seek, I'll hide.
You're on. 1
I
Mississippi.
was far too big to fit behind the curtain.
2 Mississippi.
Hiding inside a locked chest might have been fine for a ghost, but as long as I
4
cherished
Mississippi.
staying alive, I wasn't climbing inside
5
it.
Mississippi. Ready or not, here I come.
Oh shit, this cunt's coming. Go and hide in the fireplace.
Without a flue, the fireplace seemed entirely decorative, and yet, standing in front of it, I could feel a breeze.
Wait, if I hide on the stairs, will he find me? Is this a thing? I assume we're just going to end up right back where we started at some point. But yes, Wowzers is pretty much the one. Well, that didn't really go to plan, I'll be honest.
Hey, where'd you go? You're meant to hide somewhere in this room. That still counts as a win for me, you know.
The door was locked. The door was locked. The door was locked.
Well, where the fuck am I supposed to hide, you fucking...
There was nothing. There was nothing.
Yes, we know. What a load of old toss bollocks.
Hello, Sebastian.
Back for a rematch?
You hide, I'll seek.
Great. Eyes closed and count 5 Mississippis. I won't even leave the room.
You don't need to, he can close his
One
eyes all he wants.
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Oh, I
3
knew it'd
Mississippi,
do that.
4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. Ready or not, here I come.
There he is. Game's broke.
Are you behind the curtain?
Boo!
I mean, of course he was going to be in the chest.
Too easy. I just wish this.
Hello, Sebastian.
Back for a
You hide, I'll seek.
Great. Eyes closed and count.
I'm going to check
1
the chest and he'll come
Mississippi,
from the
2
curtains.
Mississippi,
This is how this is
3
going to work.
Mississippi,
Because I just
4
saw it said
Mississippi,
cheat.
5 Mississippi. Ready or not, here I come.
Still broken, I see.
Boo!
Shock horror. Why is this a thing?
Better luck next time. Another win for me.
Hello, Sebastian.
Back for a rematch?
You must be cheating.
How could I cheat?
I don't know, you're a ghost. Can't you dematerialize or something?
This isn't a bedtime story, you know. I may be a ghost, but I still touch things just like you.
Fucking poltergeist piece of shit.
See you around, kid.
Bye.
Oh, I've got an idea. It's called break the trunk so we can't open it. We need to lock that. What have we got? We've got whatever that is.
I needed to think of something else.
No, not that then. Pliers?
That wasn't going to work.
Okay. I just thought maybe we'd bend the lock. Tie it up with the string.
Nope.
Magnet?
That didn't work. The chest wasn't locked, it just had a fiddly latch.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Oh, this is very frustrating.
It was a small leather pouch with a drawstring used for magic spells. Currently, it was empty. That wasn't going...
You need to keep this cunt out of there. Or out of there. We put the curtains up.
I didn't want to damage the furnishings.
Why?
I couldn't do that.
Dear. Put a chain
That
pot in
didn't
there.
work.
Okay, right, fucking moving on. What else did we have? The pliers for potentially the barrels and things. How? Yes, this way. For on the fuses.
I wondered if there was something useful in the library.
Oh, right, that's the dynamic clues, sorry. I still... Oh. Shit. Okay. Let's go and have a look at this.
I didn't need to search for a book right now. I already felt like I was in one. Would you like a rematch of the pistol?
That's not what I wanted!
Wonderful, boys!
Just take it. Leave.
Would you excuse me for a moment? Don't be firing prematurely. Would you like a rematch?
Oh!
Boy.
Done it again.
That did. Nope. I needed that. Nope. The instructions read, it was a scrap of paper listing the correct order for loading the pistols.
Someone's cooking. It smells nice.
Could you excuse me for a moment?
Also, I'm
Don't be
not
firing prematurely.
shivering anymore. Could the heat from the air fryer be permeating this room? I fucking doubt it. Of course she is. I need better clues than this. Just got to talk to him.
Good evening, Miss LaRue.
Why, hello.
I heard you've been engaged before, Tallulah?
Only a few times. What can I say? I'm just unlucky when it comes to love.
Who was your first fiancé?
Buford T. Vanderbilt, the Silver Fingers of the Silver Lakes. Played the banjo every day except Tuesday, and would serenade me as I stood on the plantation balcony, until he was found with banjo wire around his neck, garroted by his own instrument. Do you know when banjo songs sound their best?
I don't think I do.
When they're over.
That is damn right.
Who was your second fiancé?
Chuck Charleston III, famed alligator wrestler. That is, until he overdosed on cough medicine an hour before his wrestling show and fell asleep on the riverbank. Ended up as 16 separate pieces inside the gator's belly. That alligator never developed a cough, though.
Who was your third fiancé?
Thaddeus Winthrop Jr., the maestro of Mardi Gras, held the biggest fireworks display this side of Montgomery. But who knows what his suit was washed in, because one stray spark and the man was up in flames like a creme brulee. Talk about going out with a bang. Now I've just got to keep an eye out for who'll be the next object of my affections.
I best be running along.
Ta-ta for now.
I was hoping he'd give me another clue. Lots of them, please. I want a clue every time I go into a room. Oh wait, hang on. I can fuck with these now.
It was a seductive carving of a lamia. Half woman, half snake, holding a shield.
That's not the look at, so can I do something with this? I can put a hole in one of them. They're both holding shields, so it looks like someone got shot.
Inspired by the pistol duel, a plan began to form in my head. With 2 wooden carvings on either side of the room, I could bore a rough hole in each of them.
Yes!
My, look at the carving. All wooden and carved and wooden. Yes, these certainly are some of the most carved pieces of wood I've ever had the privilege of seeing. When I was finished, they looked passably like bullet holes.
Time to go.
Would you like a
that is
rematch
to
of the
say.
pistol duel?
What a wonderful idea! Boys, go!
Can we just, like, skip to the end?
I wondered if... One at a time, I poured... I then dropped... Finally, I patted...
Remember, boys, if you miss, you're not the man for me. Fire! Well?
I've been hit. Me too.
Oh, neither of you missed? Well, sorry, boys, but I think that's a draw. What a terrible waste of everybody's time.
Please say something else.
I may have forged some bullet holes, but when the shot ended up inside the duelists' chests, they didn't have much reason to go looking for them.
What?
Hello.
Beat it, bud.
Well, what else do I... Magnet?
That wasn't going to work. Nope.
That
wasn't going to work.
Fuck!
Nope.
Man, I thought I was onto something. I need clues. And that horn. I need that horn.
I had nothing else to say to the Colonel.
But I need rum for that.
Good evening, Father Foskett.
Oh, I've got more to say to
Hello
him.
again.
Have you two gentlemen known each other long?
Gentleman's a stretch.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Foskett.
But yes, we've known each other since we were teenagers. We used to be roommates in college. But while I focused on my studies, the Colonel here focused on extracurriculars.
He was
I
shagging
made it
around.
my duty to keep him on the straight and narrow path.
And thankfully, you haven't done a very good job of it.
I found Sebastian upstairs in a trunk.
Oh, Lord protect us! The latch must have popped back open.
I best be heading off.
God be with you.
Is there something relevant to this shit?
After my escapades with the fish and its hidden horseshoe, I had
No. Oh, God, I'm clueless.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Oh, are you still here?
When you talk about sinners in the house, do you mean the parlor witch?
Don't even mention her. Why the Belmores thought to bring her into this house is beyond me. Oh, thank goodness we have Father Foskett trapped with us to keep this house holy.
Where is the parlor witch?
Now don't go seeking her out. You'll only regret it. We barely ever see her, but she's up there in one of the locked rooms, tainting the entire household. I found some of her black
Taint.
candles one day, you know. Who knows what she did with them? Voodoo spells and magic rituals.
I found them.
I
I've used them.
confiscated them and put them on top of the fuse box in the cellar.
I know.
At least if there's a power surge, they can do some good for a change.
I've heard Rackham deals in the occult as well.
What poppycock! Mr. Rackham is a good, honest, hard-working man. The cure for the ailments of this house. The witch is why we are cursed to remain here. And it is why a good, honest marriage between Mr. Rackham and Miss Belmore will finally allow us to move on. Just as I wish to do with this entire subject of conversation.
Thank you for your help.
Goodbye.
Useless.
No amount of force.
A thought.
I wondered if there was something useful in the library.
It's just gonna it has upped the ante on the dynamic hints, but it's not helping. Oh, I thought I might be able to see the fucking weathervane that fell down, or the lightning rod, or whatever the fuck it was. That's not very good then, because I cannot. Oh, fuck. Right, I'm gonna have to. Oh, bollocks! Not that. No. Continue. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that one. Get ting. Oh, get a ting, yo. Wait, hang on. Why have I not? How have I not completed the music? I have got the music. Why is that not checked off? It's the flowers that I'm following, I think. I'm in the conservatory, but they were unreachable behind a mass of poisonous thorns. Talking to Rupert the gardener, he told me the only way to get rid of it. Yes. The cellar looks to contain rum barrels, but I need to get rid of the floodwaters to reach them. Yes. An old barrel. Yes. Heading to the roof, a lightning strike sent a surge of electricity through the house's wiring, but broke the lightning rod. It needed a replacement. Right. Next question. Where the fuck was... Okay, I remember. The bride room. You know what? I should have...
I wondered if there was something...
Shut up!
I wondered if there were...
Yes, yes. Lightning. Lightning? Useful basement, rather. It's got
With
to
a
be
spark
this.
of inspiration
Yes.
that worried even me, I decided to test whether I could improvise a replacement for the lightning rod, breaking all manner of building codes in the process.
That 10101 is starting to creep up on me now. Still got... Oh, flippy buggers. Power. Fast travel. Trophy. Library. Down here. And flick the switch.
I flipped the switch, but nothing happened. It seemed the barrel lift lacked power.
Gah!
I wondered if there was something...
Yes, library.
Ground. The wire had corroded into the fuse box. I couldn't budge it with my hands.
Pliers! Yes!
Pulled at the wire with the pliers and managed to dislodge it from the fuse box.
Okay, right. I can puzzle it out now. I've solved the mystery. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to have to go up there again.
With a surge of electricity from the lightning strike, the barrel lift came to life, disappearing into the water, then rising up to the hatch above. So this was how they loaded barrels in and out of the cellar.
That doesn't help. We need to get a barrel somewhere else first.
Orrery track.
Oh, God.
Electrograph.
I don't know what that is.
Orrery track.
I don't know what that is.
Theater rotation.
I think theater rotation.
Magnetic carriage.
I think that
Knowing
one.
the erratic surges of electricity that must have been flowing through the wire into the barrel lift, I decided it was wiser not to do any more rewiring.
Oh. Are you sure?
Now that the wire was loose, I no longer needed the pliers to remove it.
Great.
I needed to use the switch to operate. Knowing that. I flipped the switch and the barrel lift ground to a halt.
Eventually. Did it? When did it? Oh my God, can I use it as a path? I can use it as a path. I think. Can I?
I needed to use the...
I can't use it as a path. Piss. Piss and pissing buggery pissing piss it. You bugger. Bugger. Have I still got this? I don't know.
I
mean, there's no point in turning it on because we haven't got any fucking rum on it. So I'm sorry, we're going to have to consult the diary again. I used the poker as replacement lightning rod, and electricity once again surged down to the fuse box. Next, I needed to direct to the barrel lift, but the wire was stuck. Yeah, alright. Inside an abandoned toolbox in the roof, I discovered a pair of rusty pliers. I pulled out the stuck wire with the pliers and connected it to the barrel lift. With another burst of electricity, the barrel lift started up again. I just needed to scoop out the water. Oh, is that what we're doing? Chamber pot?
With extraordinary fortune, the porcelain chamber pot fitted neatly into the decorative ironwork of the barrel lift.
Why is it sideways now? What? I mean, okay, whatever.
I flipped the switch and the barrel lift started up again.
What's
Held
it
by
done?
The barrel lift, the chamber pot plunged beneath the surface.
Oh, I don't think it's supposed to be doing that.
The ground level hatch above. With time, the jury-rigged machine began bailing the cellar like a sailor trying to save a sinking dinghy.
Nailed it. Let's put a manual save in there. We have been going for 2 hours. I know autosave is a thing, but, you know, let's rarely trust it. And off the back of that, let's finally go for a 10-101. I'll be back. We out here. I've put the heating on. Time to investigate. I said time to investigate. Okay.
It was a hand truck, used for shuffling the barrels around the cellar. The cellar was lined with barrel after barrel. The Belmores must have known how to party. There was nothing large that I needed to move.
What about that?
All of the smaller barrels I could see were rotted and empty. It was a Brobdingnagian barrel that put all the other barrels to shame. I turned the spigot, and rum began to pour out. If I wanted some, I needed something to carry it in.
I've got a bottle here. This fucking mouse show. There we go. Yes. Oh, okay, mate. Well, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. And hey,
the grotesque face began spewing
think about the old Crimbo
like
dinner.
2 a.m. on
Give me
Bourbon Street.
Text me immediately with a thought process. She's been very quiet about it. I was going to say that was fast, but that's me dad. Right, he's here now, so let's do this now.
Can I top you off, Colonel?
Oh, excellent. What do you have there?
Belmore rum, aged 33 years.
Wonderful. Fill her up. I must prefer rum to that hoity-toity champagne they serve. Rum is a man's drink. I'll save this for the toast later.
Do you think that's a good idea, Colonel?
I certainly do. You know, Foster, I've had about...
He poured that entire bottle in there.
I try to sit here and enjoy myself, and all I hear is the droning of a long-winded clergyman.
I'm not droning. You just don't like to face the truth. My sanctimonious prattling, as you so ungratefully call it, is all that stands between your unrighteous life and a subsequent consignment to the fiery gates.
You know, that must be it. It's a revelation, an epiphany. All these years I've been thinking I've been in limbo, wondering why I haven't moved on to the pearly gates or the raging fires, and now I've realized.
What have you realized?
I must be in hell right now, and listening to you is my torture. Well, that's it. I can't bear any more. There! Now I can't hear a word you say.
Infantile.
Well, I should certainly hope she does.
Thanks. Right, yes. That's why the music bit wasn't done. I'm remembering now. My dad's talking to me about a car that I used to own, and I don't remember it at all. Cully has sent me, as a reply, the gif of, you know, that little toddler girl who's like... Presumably. Doesn't know. I mean, it's fucking February, so not really time to be thinking about Crimbo times, is it? Apparently I had a 406, a Peugeot 406. Now I do remember having one of those, but it had 300,000 on the clock, and I got rid of it within a week, possibly two. It was hot garbage. I think I went back to a fucking Mondeo after that. Possibly the Pearl? Was it the Pearl? I fucking love the Pearl. I guess I went from the Pearl, which is the black Mondeo, by the way. Newer shape. Oh god, I love that car. It was so good. To the point that when I got whatever was next, I sold the Pearl to my dad. You know, keep it local. Still drive it and shit. That's why I sold my Dreamcast to Carl, who then sold it. I was like, God damn it, you idiot! Sold it to you, so it would stay in the family and we still play Dreamcast, you tit. Oh well.
With a bit of improvisation, I have fixed the ear trumpet
Wonder how
to
long
the
will be in your
phonograph
Todd
and
for
placed
now.
the broken horn. Now I just needed the remaining wedding items before I started it up.
Oh, so that's the last piece of the fucking puzzle. Of course it is. Move faster, George. I know he's not George. Yelling at point and click characters, though. It's George, isn't it?
I refilled the bottle, but as the rum neared its neck, the flow turned to dribbles. That must have been the last of it.
Well, that's all we needed. That is also a great way of saying that's the end of that puzzle. Stop trying now. Sorry, I should have been looking at you. I was looking at the side of the screen. Trying to remember how I get to the garden. It's this way.
I emptied the rum onto the thorns and waited.
This seems really weird. It's gonna... Well, I wasn't sure if they were gonna wilt or try and shrink in like the fucking angry vines.
There was only one rose left. I needed to be more delicate than ripping it out of the flower bed.
Okay, use your scissors.
Delicately,
I bet the knife would
cut
work
the
as well.
stem and picked up the last rose in the house.
Right. Okay. We are getting to places now.
I placed the rose in the vase. There were 3 items left.
Right, it's a veil.
It was a bridal veil made of delicate, intricately woven lace. It was a simple gold ring. It was an untouched slice of wedding cake.
A part of me then just thought, oh, I'll put a piece of metal in that hole in the thing so when they shoot, it'll blow out the thing and make it a ring. But he said the button magnet... Oh, wait. That was earlier. Maybe this will work. I'm getting this all wrong.
I wondered if there was some...
He's obsessed with that fucking library.
That didn't work.
God
That didn't.
fucking damn it. I'm not running around for fucking ages, clueless. I feel like the ring is relevant to these guys. Oh. Okay, I think I've solved this puzzle. That way. Right, check this out. Probably do it now, in fact. String, magnet.
That didn't work.
Shit. Can we put a hole in the magnet?
I didn't want to make a hole in that.
You do. You do.
I couldn't do that. The twine would be more useful to me intact.
Alright, I'm still going to give this a shot. Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking place for it. That's probably why. Alright, fine. Read more. Oh shit, no, don't read that. That's not what I wanted. Right, yes. The hanged skeleton outside the house held a ring in its skeletal hand. The staircase room led up to the veranda, but dark magic had made it seemingly impassable. I needed to find someone who knew their way through the house. Yes, this little cunt. Opening the trunk in... Right, yes, because I want to solve this as well, and I'm clueless. Opening the trunk in the brothers' corridor, I discovered Sebastian Pock. Cheeky little ghost, cunt, who boasted that his skill at hide-and-seek meant he knew every room in the house. If I could find him, he'd tell me how to get through the staircase room. No matter how many times I tried, he always appeared in a different place to where I looked. I was going to need to get him to leave a trail. I realized that if I could tick the... Really? Tie. That says tie. Tie the twine to him, it would lead me to his hiding place. Okay. Sure, let's do that. How the fuck am I
I wondered if there...
Shut up! Fucking library.
That could work, but I needed to make sure the boy couldn't see me do it.
Okay, I know how to do that. Also, I need to ban this fool. Done.
Hello, Sebastian.
Back for a rematch?
You seek, I'll hide.
You're on. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi.
Like he wouldn't feel it.
4 Mississippi.
Or has he got no
5
feeling?
Mississippi. Ready or
I
not,
didn't want to interrupt
here
his
I
counting.
come. Found you.
Goody for you.
You didn't even make it hard. Maybe I should hide next time.
Sounds reasonable.
Hello,
Let's
Sebastian.
do that.
Back for a rematch?
You hide, I'll seek.
Great. Eyes closed and count 5 Mississippis. I won't even leave the room.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Ready or not, here I come.
Curtain boy.
I wonder who's behind this curtain.
What? How'd you find me?
Maybe you're not the best at this after all.
You cheated. You tied that string to me.
Don't be a sore loser. You never specified in the rules that it wasn't allowed. Now about that route through the staircase room.
Grown-ups are tricky. Here, this'll tell you how to do it.
Oh,
Cheetah,
God.
cheetah, pumpkin eater.
Yeah, I've eaten pumpkin when I've turned it into
I
delicious
almost
soup.
felt bad. Almost.
He's
But
still
when I
not
looked at the
untied it.
document, I was sure I'd been swindled. What I'd been given wasn't a blueprint of the house, but a wedding schedule scribbled on in colored crayon.
Oh my lord. What the fuck does this
It
mean?
was a wedding schedule for this evening, but the printed times had been replaced with new times drawn in colorful crayon. It was a wedding. Yes,
Yes, we get it. I am not putting that much thought in. Before stomping away, Sebastian gave me a wedding schedule he scribbled on the original assignments. But yeah. Tell me how to use them. Wonder if they had something to do with the ethereal clock in the staircase room. Okay, right. Let's not do any more. Let's give that a shot. Well... But they're all coloured in.
It was a wet...
7. 3, 11, 9. I think I missed that one. But the music is remaining, so let's... Yep, 3. Oh, you slag. We're going to need to go at 10. Nine, so at 8. The fuck?
I wondered if there was something useful in the library.
I wish you'd stop wondering about that. I guess if you miss any, then you fuck it up. 7, 3, 11, 9, 4, 8. 7, 3, 11, 9, 4, 8. 7. 7. Fuck you! No, see, I'm getting it too bang on now. Let's just start again.
I wondered if there was...
That was on 3. That was on 3. That was the one, right? It says... Unless it meant 4. Yeah, that was wrong as well. So we need to get the colour order correct as well. Which means there's another clue somewhere. Let me check this. Nope. No fucking idea. That was 9. Wait. Right, no, I can't brain this. I cannot. I mean, I can, given the time. And I've got a lot of time. But while I'm on my own, I certainly don't. because this just becomes frustrating for YouTube viewers. Or does it? I don't know, man. If you want me to fucking try and brain this shit out in the future, and you're watching this on YouTube, fucking tell me in the comments. We'll think about it. One by one, I passed through each door only when the clock matched the next time on the wedding schedule, once I'd made one key discovery. The 12 o'clock position was always dictated by the direction I was rotated. When I was upside down, 12 o'clock was actually in the 6 o'clock position. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I really want to read more, but... you know, this is the answer. 7311948. Oh, I could have got that one. Missed it. That explains why there's no numbers on this cum. Oh, I'm a dickhead. I'm such a dickhead. Wait, hang on. No. Definitely not now.
I wondered if there was...
Shut up about the fucking library, you cunt! I mean, it's... yeah. That's 9. Oh, that one there. Shit. Eight. 5, 6, 7, 8.
My head's still spinning. I passed
Oh.
the final door of the staircase room with the realization that I'd followed the final steps of a dead man.
Hiya, can I have your ring, please?
I'd never been in love, yet seeing the drastic measures the sailor had resorted to, I felt his pain all too viscerally. The happiest day of his life became the day his true love rejected him. It must have broken him.
I can imagine.
The sailor's skeleton
dude.
still clasped his wedding ring for Abigail. With some unease, I took the ring, promising the skeleton I'd return it to the woman who loved him.
I mean, I could go about fucking getting everything else, but... while I've got something to tick off, I'ma fucking tick it off.
I placed the ring on the dresser. There were 2 items left.
And seeing as I don't know where to start with either of them, I will be doing this again. I'm sorry. Right, Cordelia the maid revealed that old fabrics are stored in the cupboard at the top of the house, but the door to it was locked. Okay. The only way up to it was to head through the exterior doors of Abigail's bedroom, around the balcony and climb the ironwork to the rooftop. Okay. Let's get that far at least. Because that's not exactly somewhere we haven't already been.
From down on the balcony, the drain pipe was unreachable.
Well, you better start making it fucking reachable, because fuck you is why. I mean, I feel like he could jump that. He's just being a bitch.
That wasn't going to work.
I didn't think it would, but fuck it.
That wasn't going... I needed to think of something else.
Yes, you do a little bit. You know what? No. Let's do the cake thing, because these guys shooting each other are driving me fucking nuts. Entering the ballroom, I could see a wedding cake at the centre of the dance floor, but I wasn't allowed to enter the room, without an invitation. In the library, debutante Tallulah Le had an invitation, but couldn't decide which of the quarrelling Telagua twins to give it to. The twins challenged each other to a duel and asked me to be the adjudicator. With the responsibility of loading the pistols, Tallulah declared that she would uninvite whoever should miss. I followed the steps on a note by the pistols, having pounded the pistols, then the shot, then using the ramrod. But each duel resulted in a draw. Both twins hit each time. I wondered if I could make it appear as though they both missed. I would need some false bullet holes and a way to secretly remove the shot from the pistols. For the bullet holes, I used the auger I was carrying to drill holes in the wooden carving behind each twin. To discreetly remove the shot, I attached the button magnet to the ram so that it held onto the shot after loading. So the magnet was the answer all fucking long. Sorry, just messaging the missus back. What the fuck was I doing? Right, yes, that way. Sorry.
I wondered if there was some...
I wondered if you'd shut the fuck up about the fucking library. Doing it.
Would you like a rematch?
What a boy!
It's thinking about it. It's fucking obvious.
Stealthily, I took the button magnet from my pocket and affixed it to the end of the ramrod. With its small size, it could barely be spotted.
I mean, who are they? Like, are they leaning over me to see that I'm doing this right, or what?
One at a time. I then dropped the Finally, I patted the contents down with the ramrod. When the ramrod emerged, the magnet I'd attached brought the shot with it. With the prestidigitation of a magician, I dropped it discreetly back into the shot tub. To anyone else, the pistols appeared to be properly loaded.
Remember, boys, if you miss, you're not the man for me. Fire!
I'm not hit. Well, neither am I.
You both missed. Are you sure the pistol's fired?
Look, there's a bullet hole in the carving. And in the carving over there.
So what does that mean? Who lost?
Looks like you both did.
Then who's going to accompany Miss LaRue?
I think the lady's words were, if you miss, you're not the man for me.
But we both missed.
He's right. If you're both losers, I can't take either of you to the wedding. I'm not dating a man that can't shoot straight.
Tallulah, we can talk about this. Give us another chance.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up. Here, Murphy. You can have this. I won't be needing it anymore.
The Belmore family cordially invite you and one guest to attend the union of Miss Abigail Belmore and her betrothed to take place on the evening of All Hallows, of course it's Halloween, 1899, at the stately Belmore Manor on Devil's Rock, Louisiana. Please bring this invitation with you for a spirited evening of dancing and merriment in celebration of the eternal soulmates. Yours sincerely, the Belmore family. How lovely is that? Yes, very much. Right. Yeah, fucking hussy.
You know, it's funny, I completely forgot I had the invitation on me the whole time. It's these vest pockets. They're much bigger than they look. Seriously, you wouldn't believe the number of things I've been carrying around with me tonight.
You
Good joke.
have an invitation?
It'd be rude not to show my face.
Are you absolutely sure about that? I'm sure our guests could survive without beholding the sight of your singular visage. You see, as the housekeeper, it is my job to ensure that only guests of the highest class are in attendance.
How kind of you to think so highly of me.
Look, just don't try burping the alphabet or announcing when you're going to the lavatory.
Cake!
Please, keep clear of the dance floor!
Ah!
Four pairs of dancers had taken their places on the dance floor. The wedding guests had gathered around the dance floor waiting for the next waltz to start. They stood with that distinctly stiff restraint that seemed to afflict all the upper classes. Walking around the upstairs mezzanine, I found myself in a small balcony overlooking the dance floor, where a tabletop of placards had been set out. At the side, a board marked dance steps looked like it would hold the placards in a chosen order, directing the dance below. All I had to do was set it up, then ring the bell.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to work this out?
That wouldn't work. The only thing I could do with it was to place the...
I know! Oh my god, this mouse. I swear, I'm clicking once. This is why Photoshop is so fucking hard these days. You try and draw a gentle line and it goes, oh, you need me to click again? And then you have to start again. It's fucking infuriating. Oh! Well, I need these fuckers up there.
The dancers moved around the dance floor like clockwork soldiers, directed by the moves on the board.
That's
and with
great,
their movements,
but I wasn't
the cart
paying
holding
attention.
the wedding cake could be pushed around too.
Alright. We're going to learn. We're going to do this. Promenade is perfect. Vines is also perfect, but I need them to fuck off again. Promenade Fiends. Joyette. And then... There's no up.
There was already a card in that slot.
I don't give a shit. I feel like I need just them to be at the bottom. If I just
wasn't
swap,
much.
If I swap them, I might be onto something. Might. Strong word, but possible. Oh no. I've made it worse. Okay, so we need...
There wasn't much I could...
Shut up. That, maybe? I might have fucked this. Yeah, I have. Right, I can work this out, and it's going to be really frustrating to watch, but I can work this out. Because I need him to get the fuck out of the way at the end.
There was already.
Just swap them!
There was.
Alright. Right, that's not good. That's not good. That is fine. I should be writing shit down. With all of the pen and paper I have. I know I carry pens here. Therefore, the pen. Here art. Pen. Ooh, it's a bit fucked. Got paper? No. Got this fucking knackered card that I used last time. Okay. So P is up. J is left. Oh no. From right. V down. Okay, right. Okay, I think I have the information I need. So I need...
There wasn't much I could do with.
I know!
There wasn't much I could do with it.
I swear, man. Right, so we need to move... If we go left first, that sends them over there. So that's there. And then we can move them down twice. So it's left, down, down. Then we are going to need an up, which is progress. And then they'll be out of the way so they can do whatever the fuck they want. Hi, Carl. Nothing wizarding going on here. Oh, God, is this going to work? I might still have fucked it, but we'll find out. I didn't get him out of the way again. Well, the trouble is, it won't push it down because there's a fucking dancer in the way. So I need to move them up first, you fucking idiot.
There wasn't much.
Oh my God, I need a new mouse. I need a new mouse. I need a new mouse. Shut up! I need a new mouse.
There wasn't much.
I promise you, I'm not making him talk. Not intentionally. Right, okay, so everybody needs to go up. Oh, but I can only do that once. Okay, so if we make them go... If we do that first, then they go up. No, that's not right, that's not enough. We make them go... No, that will work, because that wasn't up. left, and then we need them to go down. So left, down, and then right. Left, down, right. So that leaves that there, and then in the left, down, right. So that puts the cake there, and then here, 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 and here. I only have one up, though, so how the fuck does this work? I think it works like this. And then, you know, just have a little dance. No, because now it's gonna... I do need it to go up more. I've only got one up. I need to find another up. I need to find more dance options. How the fuck am I going to do that? Hey, this dance is shit.
I had nothing else to say to her.
Fuck! I'm gonna have to. Might as well read it. With these two devious changes, the next duel's outcome with them both seemingly missing, Tallulah declared that neither of them could attend the wedding with her and gave me her invitation. Back in the ballroom, I gave my invitation to the housekeeper, Elaine Craddock, who couldn't reach the cake cart while it was at the centre of the dance floor. I climbed a spiral staircase at the far end of the room to find a balcony with dance steps, a board and a bell. I discovered I could place the dance steps on the board and ring the bell to see the dancers move in the manner I choreographed. I wondered if I could perhaps choreograph them to push the cake cart down left. Why down left? What, so it's out of her sight? Okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so this still works. Left, down. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. We've got down, down, and a right, right. So if we move them, get all of these off.
There was...
Shut the fuck up.
There was...
The carousel shit is useless, so we might as well fucking have them start and finish with that. Okay, so a little bit of a shimmy, and then we move them left with this, and then down, down. Then we're going to have to bring them up again. Wait, where are they? At this point, I think they're back where they started. I think. Left. Down. No, I brought them up. I need him to turn right. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to throw things in here and then try it out. Got those the wrong way round. We'll get there. We'll get there. I know it's a painful process, but we'll get there. I think we need to go up first. If this was a Let's Play, this would 100% have been time looped. I'm not going to do that for the re-up. Shit, right, we need to go down there. It still doesn't fucking work.
There was...
What? Oh! Oh! Oh, no, right, I can't fucking compute. Does this shit need to be sooner? Instead of moving left, or moving right? Do you think? Progress is up. Move them right. Then they need to go down then. And then to the left. Wait, oh shit. God, I'm fucking losing my mind here. Up. Move them right. Up, then the right, then we go down. Up, right, down. No, not up. Right, right, down. Pushes that to there. We can't... Wait, up. Up. I haven't even told him to go up yet. Right, that shit can fuck off back down there. How many ups have we got? We've only got one up. I think. I can't work this out. Down, left, puts it there. It can't move left again because of that, so we can go right and go down. I don't have enough fucking key. I don't have enough cues to do this. Able to deduce what action each dance step meant. Yes, I've done that. Joyce moved the... Yes, I know. Joy the prom prog. How does the carousel matter? Joy the carousel. I mean, unless they tap it with their tushies, which I've not noticed them fucking doing. It's an incredibly frustrating puzzle. Please explain. What the fuck?
Heading down from the mezzanine,
so I guess Carousel did do
after.
something, but
The
they
cake
couldn't
cart
do
had
it
been
because
pushed
of
off the dance
reasons.
floor
When
into
every
reach.
time I did it, you know what? I don't give a shit.
I couldn't cut a slice out of the wedding cake with my bare hands.
I figured you'd say that. Luckily, you've got a knife.
If Mrs. Craddock saw me cutting the cake, I was pretty sure I'd end up being the next thing the knife was used on.
Well, fuck off, bitch.
I had nothing else to say to her.
Are you actually kidding me? What? What?
I couldn't cut a slice out of the wedding cake with my bare hands.
How you getting on anyway, Carl? Obviously, I am stressed out by cake. Blow the cake
Nope.
away. No, I'm going back to the book. I'm going back to the book. I'm trying to go back to the book. Oh my god, this mouse! With the cake cart pushed off the dance floor, I was ready to cut a slice of cake with the knife I was carrying, but Mrs. Craddock would see me doing it. I waited until she closed her eye. Really? Really?
While Mrs. Craddock rubbed her temples, I had a moment of opportunity. I knew I wasn't supposed to cut the cake if I wasn't the groom, but these were unusual circumstances.
Just point me in the right direction at this one, because I don't think I've even fucking gotten close to this. Avoiding the lightning strike, I realised I needed to get across a cable stretched across the open drop. Yeah, I tried that earlier, but I didn't have a stick. A painting in the trophy room gave me a clue. Perhaps some acrobatics could help me across it. Yeah, I worked that out on my own. I didn't even clock the painting. As to Lula... Did you? Oh, yeah. She needs lightning. Okay, well, give me more clues. Oh. Oh.
Did you just touch the wedding cake?
Certainly not. I was just admiring it.
I should hope so. If I catch you with so much as a crumb on your fingers, you will be in serious trouble.
Fuck you, bitch. Of course, it's actually obvious. And I am a fool. Though I did know that I was desperately trying to get... Hey, the dude's fucked off.
Miss LaRue, would you mind if I borrowed your parasol?
Don't be silly, Murphy. It's a beautiful evening outside.
Didn't you see the lightning?
A parasol's to protect you from the sun, silly. Carry this out in a lightning storm and you might... Actually, go right ahead and take it. You have fun.
Oh, she is a fucking
The
maniac.
glint in her eye sent a shiver through me.
Bad luck to open them indoors, lad, but whatever.
I needed a way to balance my...
We out here.
As a child, I'd once watched a traveling circus act calling himself the Great Balancerio amble his way
Carl's
across a
already
high
gone.
wire with only a parasol to keep him steady. With absolutely zero practice and infinitely more chance of death, it was now my turn to try it. Oh well, here goes. Whoa. Oh. 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 Oh, that was a close one. While I may have lost the parasol, I did have one thing on Balancerio. I accomplished my stunt without having to wear a leotard.
True say. Audio's doing that fuzzy thing again. It's barely noticeable.
The drain pipe had twisted and now pointed straight up to the sky, empty of everything but moss.
So what, do we put something down that? Blow it out.
I couldn't do that.
Okay, don't then.
It was a marble bust. The entire cupola was riddled with spider webs. A telescope was pointed out the open window, looking out over the bayou. It was a wooden globe, very clearly decaying from years of exposure to the moist Louisianan air. It was a storage trunk, left undisturbed for decades.
Alright, so what can I fuck with?
As I placed my hands on the trunk, I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Spiders. Dozens of them. I may have been battling supernatural forces of evil, but the forces of evil didn't have 8 legs, fangs, and the ability to jump on me. I needed to clear the spider webs away if I was going to get into that trunk.
What a pussy hole. Use that.
The bellows weren't going to be able to blow away this amount of spider webs.
I mean, they would. You just need to get on with it, you pussy clarts.
Looking through the telescope, all I could see was a blur. I soon realized why. A telescope without a lens wasn't going to be much use.
Do we have anything that might substitute as a lens? We've got this bottle.
I couldn't do...
What?
I wouldn't say I have many. And after hearing...
Oh, shut up! That ain't gonna work, but...
That didn't work.
Meanwhile, back in the bride's corridor, I've opened a door. Lovely. Okay, so we can just get back here. Cut them up?
I didn't need to cut that. That wasn't going to work.
Her feather duster, of course.
You can't.
I get it. It's then...
I wondered whether I could get the maid's feather duster, if I could distract her.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I need to get into different rooms. So I can ring her bell and make her fuck off. I don't think there are any other rooms. Wait. If I make a dinging sound down there, would that work? What have I got? Can I just launch that down
I
there?
needed... That wasn't going to...
See, this is the trouble with point-and-click games. I have a thought, and then my brain goes, that must be the solution. And then I fucking follow every possible path to get it to be that solution, and then that is not the solution. So currently, I want to throw something down here in order to ring a bell. But I'm not convinced that will work. And there are no... Well, actually, I could just pull that.
Coming. Miss Belmore, did you...
It's not that easy.
I wondered whether I could get the maid's... With the maid distracted, I was free to take the feather duster.
That is... Okay. You know what? I'm so happy that that was an easy puzzle. I didn't need to throw
Using
anything
the
down the
feather
fucking
duster, I began
tube.
sweeping away the spiders and their webs from a relatively safe distance. Now that it was free of spiders, I opened the trunk. Searching through the trunk, I found blankets, bedding, tablecloths, and tucked up in the corner, a delicate lace veil.
Which you now have, right? He does. He does. He does.
I placed the veil on the dresser. There was just one item left. I placed the wedding cake on the dresser. The 5 wedding items were ready. It was time to start up the phonograph. Abigail, if you can hear me, try to come back to your final happy moment. I began to feel a change in the room. The air not quite so still, the shadows not quite so dark, and the bride not quite so distant. I just hoped I'd made a wise decision.
You cannot be allowed to do this. I will stop you. At any cost, I will stop you. I'm free. You came back.
Please don't try to kill me a third time.
Don't worry, Murphy McAllen. I'm not here to do that.
I think I might have caused all of this, but I can explain everything.
I'm afraid to say I think you might be right. But at least there's a chance we can do something to fix it. If only... Oh no. He's coming.
Who's coming?
Rackham, you need to hide. If we're going to fix this, he can't know where you are. Quickly, out on the balcony.
Abigail, where is he?
Where is who?
Don't play dumb with me, little girl. I know about your little game on the riverboat.
What?
I know that you've brought that mortal
that
into
guy.
the house. Where is he?
You know, I haven't seen him.
I know you're lying to me, Abigail, but it makes no matter. There's nothing any mortal can do to stop my plans. The wedding will take place tonight, and this time, you're going to say I do.
Who cares?
I'll
They're
never
dead.
marry you, Rackham.
I'm afraid you won't have a choice.
I've broken free of your spell before. I can do it again.
I'm not so sure that's true. The love spell will take hold again, and every minute you spend broken out of it drains you more and more from ever breaking out of it again. Soon the spell will take hold of you forever, and then you will marry me. The Belmore treasure will be mine.
No.
You had your chance, Abigail. You chose that nightmare, and after tonight, you'll never be able to leave it again.
What a creep.
Abigail, is it safe?
Of course not, but we don't have the luxury of waiting. Come with me, Murphy. I have a plan. And there are some things you really need to know.
I'd love to know things. What are the things? Part 3. This seems like such an ideal time to end, but what a fucking... what a waste of a stream. It's only fucking 10 past 11. We haven't even seen Trev yet.
The Grand Hall. Why are we back here?
I suppose you have some questions for me, Murphy McAllen?
Just a few. This trip to Devil's Rock isn't going anything like I planned.
For God's sake.
So, Abigail. May I call you Abigail?
Sorry, texting the wife.
Why did you try to kill me? Come to think of it,
I'm not even
why
going
did
to
you
go
try to
through
kill me
this one and
twice?
try and cut these
You
moments
under
out.
Rackham's evil
So,
spell
you
when
know,
he threw me from the balcony
deal
and
with
dragged
it.
me into the spirit
If I go
pool?
quiet,
No, that was
probably
me.
at this point
It took a
learn
lot
to
of
skip
energy
5
to
or 10
escape the
seconds
spell.
ahead with
Those were the only times I've ever managed to do
arrow
it.
keys on the
But it
keyboard,
needed to be
or
done.
L.
So you tried to
which
kill
does
me
10
on purpose?
I wasn't trying to kill you, Murphy.
If you're on your
came
phone,
into
all
the
you can do
house,
is double
I
tap,
knew what you
and
were
that'll do
trying
you
to
10
do,
seconds.
Summoning the ghosts. And in doing that, you'd free Rackham. I was trying to stop you, to save everybody.
I was the threat?
And pulling you into the spirit pool? Once you'd done that damned foolish deed, I knew we needed you in the house to fix it. So I brought you here. I was never trying to kill you.
Oh, I see. I guess we had a slight misunderstanding.
You could have used your words, woman.
What were those faces I saw through the broken glass?
Those are the faces I've seen every minute of every hour of every day for the last 33 years. Those are his punishment. I don't know how he does it, but it's like he can control your dreams and your nightmares. He can manifest images in your mind that don't exist, no matter how much you want to stop them.
Nightmares? So he's the one that the locals have seen wandering the house.
He was the only one who could, but until now, he could never leave the house, only manifest projections of himself beyond the estate.
Like appearing to Dr. Moray as Aloha?
That's right. Rackham was never a Loa, but he knew Moray would fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. And now look what it's led to.
You're free now. You can stop Rackham.
No, Murphy, Rackham's magic is strong. You may have broken the spell for now, but what he said was true. I don't know how long I can hold out before the curse takes hold of me again, but it will happen. I can already hear them laughing.
I could just about hear them laughing.
What are we going to do?
I have a plan, but I need you to carry it out for me. You need to finish what you started, Murphy. You need to find the treasure of Belmore Manor. Rackham's looking for it too. You'll need to get there first.
What's so important about the treasure?
What do you think the treasure is, Murphy?
$13 million? Unaccounted for and unclaimed?
No, Murphy. The treasure is much more insidious than that. $13 million is just what my brothers spent trying to contain it. Listen carefully. I need you to know something. Do you want to know what the treasure of Belmore Manor really is? My brothers meant the world to me, and I missed them dearly every time they sailed away into the Caribbean. On one fateful voyage, they'd anchored in a lagoon to replenish supplies. There was a man there, so thin and weak he looked like a skeleton.
Knackered up Guybrush
He beckoned
Threepwood.
them along the beach.
He's got his coat.
Led them into a cave, and showed them an unfathomable pile of gold, coins, goblets, jewelry, the riches of 1,000 looted ships, topped by a wooden coffin. That coffin held a treasure more valuable than the rest put together. The skeletal man saw a shell from the beach in the hand of my eldest brother, and offered to make a trade, for he knew that the item within the coffin could not be given away. It could only be bought, or traded, or inherited. The deal done, my brothers loaded up their ship and set sail for the nearest port. But when the dockhands opened the coffin, they fled and refused to return. Inside was a black stone that seemed to glow green from within. The locals knew a legend of a terrifying pirate captain who wielded such a black stone, able to make any who resisted his demands collapse dead before him. But that had been 2 centuries ago. Surely
Hi,
the
Harriet.
pirate captain should have been long dead.
Thank
My
God
brothers
you're
put
here.
so much into researching the stone, scouring the Caribbean, conducting scientific experiments, meeting experts of the occult. And it all led to one terrible discovery. The coffin stone was a cursed artifact, able to
An
destroy a
emote
person's
that no one can
spirit
see.
and steal the remaining years of their life for the stone's possessor. That pirate captain, who had ransacked ships
Not bad,
by
we had Cully
stealing
through
the
for a hot
life
minute.
of anyone who dared to oppose
Which was
him,
nice.
was now cursed
Told him how I made sprouts
to live
palatable.
out every year he stole.
Carl came in for one
withering
single
and
solitary message and
weakening
fucked off
without
again.
dying.
And now you have arrived.
My brothers sealed the stone in a vault beneath Belmore Manor. 3 keys were
I've also been
required
in
to
conversation
open
with my dad about a
My
car that I
brothers each
don't
took
remember
one,
ever
vowing
owning.
never to allow the
Though
stone
apparently
to
I had it
work
for a
as
while.
power. But one person disagreed.
And with my missus, because of course I talked to my missus.
He had seen the stone and knew what it could do. The ship's first officer, Rackham. And now, he'll stop at nothing to get it, murdering my brothers, enslaving me.
You know what?
And
You're not
killing
fucking wrong.
you.
This isn't quite the treasure I expected to find.
Murphy, the treasure isn't $13 million. All that money went into researching the stone and then sealing it away where no one would find it.
It's in the fireplace.
This
It is.
fireplace is the entrance to the vault where it's hidden. You see the keyholes concealed in the mantle.
Well, I do
We'll need
now.
my brother's keys to open it.
And I guess finding the keys is where I come in? What if we just leave it sealed
Anyway,
up?
the
Hide
highlight
keys
was
so Rackham can never find it?
explaining
He
to
will
Cully
find
how
it.
I made
I
sprouts
don't know how
palatable.
long it will take, but eventually
I hate
he'll
sprouts.
find it.
They
and I
are
won't be able to resist the
disgusting,
curse for that
horrible
long.
things.
I need you to
Little
find those
balls of
keys
hate.
tonight before the wedding.
I ate them last night, and I enjoyed them. Your phone's fucked? Well, that's not ideal. Cully disappeared for a while because his battery died on his phone, if that helps. And then his laptop was doing a fucking update, so it took a while for him to come back.
How do I even start looking for your brother?
Hilariously,
You
while I
need
was
to
explaining
speak
to him about
Madame
the fucking
Sanchez.
sprouts,
She helped my brothers years ago, and now she might be able to help us too.
which he wanted to know
Who's
about, but I
Madame
held off.
Planchet?
An old friend of the family my brothers brought to our house to help them. Some people call her the parlor witch.
Oh god, so you've got a non-charging issue. I'm sorry, what's happening? What? God, I should have been listening.
What will Rackham do if he gets control of the coffin stone?
Rackham fears the judgment of death more than anything. The stone will allow him to return to flesh and blood and remain here in the mortal realm for as long as he keeps taking people's
is that
lives.
a port
keep
issue?
murdering people?
Can you get one of the
Exactly. And it's easy to
put
know
your phone
his
on this
first
to charge
targets.
it like
Once
through
he has the stone,
however
there's
the
an entire
fuck that
household of
works?
lives right here, ready for him to steal. including yours and mine.
He can steal life from ghosts?
The explosion may have interrupted things, but the spirits here still hold the years of life they're owed. They may never be able to use them, but Rackham will.
You've
This
genuinely not
house
thought
really
to
needs
try
its
another
wiring looked
charger.
into.
Oh no,
Oh god.
What's wrong?
the spell. It's coming over me again.
Oh
Listen,
shit.
as much as it frightens me to say it, I think Rackham might be right. Everything I do is making it harder for me to resist the spell. I don't know if I'll be able to break out of it again. I need you to do this for me, Murphy.
I will, just tell me what to do.
Madam
You don't want to buy a new charger. They are like £2.
One for each of my
You can get
brothers,
to- you
each
just
finished
go
only
to the
by
shop.
reclaiming their key
Go
and
to
placing it in
oh, you
his
can't go
fireplace.
Poundland.
I won't
because
stop until
Poundland's
I've done
closed
it,
down.
Abigail.
Probably because they
I
were selling
will be
chargers
back
dead
into the
cheap.
treasure.
For all our sakes, I hope you're right.
I was on my own again, baffled by the situation I'd gotten myself into.
How'd you
The
not
$13 million
have
for the
1,000
reason I
chargers
traveled to
knocking
the
around
island
the
and
house?
Quit my job was gone. I had every desire to wait.
Use
until
your
sunrise
fella's
and get a
charger.
Taxi back off the island, just like I'd planned.
Who's
We
paying
imagined
20
these
fucking pound for a
ghosts being
charger?
very real possibility.
Have you got a
that I
fucking
could join.
iPhone?
But heck, plans change, and now there was someone I needed to see.
May I help you?
Excuse my intrusion. Abigail Belmore told me to find you. She said you may be able to help me find her brothers.
Murphy
He's got a
McCann,
different
come
phone.
in,
That would imply
come
that
in.
yes, you have an iPhone. And he is sensible.
Sit yourself down and let me introduce myself. I am Madame Planchette, psychic medium,
Planchette?
soothsayer of the supernatural,
Hilarious.
forecaster of fortunes. And you're the one who caused all these troubles. Am I right?
Things kinda got away from me.
And now, we need to get them under control. Now,
Well, go
how
on then.
precisely
Go
can
get
I
it.
help you?
It's gonna be a fucking car plug holder charger, isn't it? Either way, we've not gotten to the bottom of this little issue. Do you have an iPhone?
The man in the portrait was seated at a desk with papers in his hand. The man in the portrait was standing in front of a globe. The man in the portrait was standing on a stage holding a cup and saucer. I need to talk to Abigail's 3 brothers. Can we cast a summoning spell again to speak to their ghosts?
I'm afraid not.
Well,
Murphy.
because you
The
carry on
ghosts of
putting
Belmore
fucking
Manor could only be
emotes
summoned
into the
because
chat
our
that don't
spirits were
work.
trapped here and hadn't
And
moved on to the spirit
also,
realm.
you said
the
that
Belmore brothers were murdered.
your charger
months
costs
before the
1,000
wedding.
money.
Each has long since
and,
moved on, however reluctantly.
also
it's very
that
rare
he
for
has a
someone to come
different
back from the
kind of
other side.
phone.
It can happen, but I don't think there is much chance of that here.
So I will take this. I will take this moment to say, you are a fucking idiot. What? What was that? What was that? Yes, you are a fucking idiot. Apple is not your friend. It is not your friend. It never was. It never was. There's a reason that we have Androids. Get one of them. Anyway.
How can we make contact with the 3 brothers?
We need to conduct a seance for each of the brothers.
How come I can
Contact
puzzle out
them
what
in
kind
the
of phone
spirit
you've
realm
got and I can't
and
puzzle
learn
out
how
video
and where
games?
they were
Wild.
killed. But
Because the
each
clues are
spirit
way
is
easier
attuned
to follow his
differently.
way.
I will need you to gather some objects in order to contact them.
What do we need to contact Yardley Belmore?
Yardley was a man of leisure, accustomed to the finer things in life. As his portrait shows, we must read tea leaves to contact him. You must bring me a used teacup.
It's quite funny.
What do we need to contact Xavier Belmore?
Xavier was a man of the world, a traveler across the globe. As in his portrait, it is a globe that we will need to contact him, but one made of glass, a crystal ball.
Where the fuck am I going to find that? A used cup seems pretty fucking easy compared to a crystal ball.
What do we need to contact Cecil Belmore?
Cecil was a man of letters, skilled with the written word. Like the papers you see in his portrait, to contact him, you must bring me a spirit board, a sheet of letters through which Cecil may communicate.
I'm supposed to find all of these things in the house.
How can I find those seance items when I can't even leave the house? I don't even know what's trapping me here.
That would be Abigail.
Abigail is keeping me trapped in the house?
She was. A last desperate act to keep you here and free her from Rackham's
Oh,
curse.
so I'm free now.
Return to the front doors, Murphy, and they will now open for you.
Oh,
Scour
sick.
the island, search the manor, and bring those 3 items back to me, and we can begin to locate the 3 brothers.
That's hilarious, because my son went to go and see Deftones Saturday, Valentine's. He went to go and see Deftones in Manchester on Valentine's. And then the next day, I found out that Krusty had also been to see Deftones at the very same show. You see the Krusty part, that was kind of that was the point of where I was getting to. Just trying to fill in the YouTube viewer, honest.
I'll start looking right away.
Good luck. And hurry. Rackham will soon know what you're trying to do. And unlike the other ghosts here...
Oh God,
his
yeah, he was
powers
here,
are
wasn't he?
no longer confined to the house. Just one more thing before you go. I have something that may help you.
Is it all of the answers? I've already got those, if I need them.
A necklace? What can I do with this?
Return it to whom it
I know at
belongs.
least one song,
Now go.
and I've forgotten
We do
what
not
it's
have
called.
much time, and yet the mysteries of our
And this
entire
was from like
island
20
await.
years ago.
It was time to
I feel
test
like I
what
should
Madame
have also
Planchette
been a
had
fan of
told me,
Deftones, but
see if I really could leave the house.
nope. They do like really nice guitar tones. Like a guitar tone I've heard like Limp Bizkit
So
use.
it was
and
true.
I fucking love Limp
Right now, I
Bizkit.
was living my very own ghost story, with a household of people who needed my help and a villainous phantom who had to be stopped. With Belmore Manor unlocked, the entirety of the house and island were now mine to explore. Somewhere out there were the Belmore brothers' 3 keys. My first task, to gather a crystal ball, a spirit board, and some tea leaves.
Oh, tea leaves, so not a used cup then. Oh, God. Leave! Oh, there are so many places to go. I do not have the mental state to do this right now. There was a reason when we got to Act
Life
3,
continued
which
on
is
in Dead
literally
Metal,
just
its
before you
citizens
arrived.
oblivious to the supernatural struggle happening on the far side of the island. Even with their predilection for local legend, I doubted they'd believe me if I told them.
Yeah, as I was saying, I got to Act 3 just before you arrived, and I thought that is a perfect time to end. So I think we're gonna after hours. Trev's gonna show up at some point. I know that much. I just don't know when. Oh, some of the pictures in this game are nice. Like this one with the water and cozy buildings. Pictures. The backdrops. The environment. Woo after hours. You say woo after hours, but what I'm gonna do. Anyway, do the emote thing and a lovely sign off, and we'll get out of this godforsaken nightmare. Don't get me wrong, I am really enjoying this game. What I'm paying attention to. This is a good one. This is a good one, and it deserves the props it's been getting online in my point and click Facebook group, what I am in. But yes. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? We got a star in there. That's pretty much along the lines. Anyway. That's... Oh, right. Okay, the plate downsized. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, so, as we always tend to say around these parts, it is, of course, a case of live, laugh, Limp Bizkit. And until I see you again, motherfucking... Deuces.